much more. Wild stories you've not heard before. Echoes through the air they roar. Unleash the beast, let your spirit soar. Fists in the air, the crowds ablaze. Moments that seal the mundane's haze. No fear, no hold in this maze. Reach the peak of these wild days. It lives, Friday night lives. You die, but Friday night lives. Hosted by Dead Pit Radio, Stuntman Marq and RamboRaph. It lives, Friday night lives. You die, but Friday night lives. Hosted by Dead Pit Radio, Stuntman Marq and RamboRaph. Tears for fears. Tears for fears.
What's going on?
Tears for fears.
Howdy, everybody!
He made another fucking intro. Like, sounds like something would be on WrestleMania or something.
Well, that's the Tears for Fears song. We used that last time. Welcome, everybody. Tears for Fears. Friday Night Lives mashup.
That sounds exactly like if they were doing like a cutaway on WrestleMania or like a pay-per-view or something. Like to a commercial or like a something like that, what it would be.
Yeah, we're professionals here.
Anyway, howdy everybody. Welcome to another edition of Friday Night Lives. Tonight, we are joined by three experts and myself. And as always, I have RamboRaph down here. We got Stuntman Marq. We got CK over here. And pretty soon, I think we're going to be visited by another
Y'all
guest.
poses whenever we get on here. You got to come up with like Rambo can be like Randy Orton, like.
Oh fuck! Listen, I was thinking about this though. This is gonna be a long fucking show, man. Cause like even if we do like 2 minutes on each one of these people, this is gonna take a long time.
Well, some of them are, I'm sure, like no-brainers. It's not
Right.
much to talk about. Like,
Yeah,
that's who
exactly.
it is. I mean,
A lot of the big ones will be pretty quick.
Yeah.
by the way, did we base it on just the horror films they made? Because some of them have made other films.
I
Did we
was
base it
thinking
on
about
whole-
that. Like, I guess it's just subjective to whoever because, like,
Okay.
you know, everybody's gonna have their own opinion on what they think about it, and like you can base it on their entire career, I guess, or you can base it on whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Like it's all bullshit anyway. Like people that take these shit lists seriously are stupid.
Look, motherfucker.
Shit list.
I have cheat sheets. I'm ready.
He's prepared.
I'm taking this shit seriously tonight.
What is
I'm
that?
taking notes.
Well,
Okay, so
there was something that happened. I don't know how much I want to get into this or not, but let's just say that we did a show. We did a show somewhere in the past where we said some things about certain movies, maybe even like a franchise of movies. And like
and
there was
somebody else, or are you talking about movies?
just movies in general. And there's like people that were like, God damn it, no. Y'all are stupid. This is a bunch of bullshit. Like I ain't never gonna. And it's like, I don't understand how people get that upset to the point where they'll write essays to you in the comment section about a movie just because you don't like the same movie. It's like
It's because you're wrong, UB. Your opinion is wrong.
I know, but but
You need to realize that. Shut your mouth.
but the
Hey.
difference is
The something else too, because we do these Tear for Fear shows on occasion. We can't get everybody on this list. Okay, so all you little fucking Google people out there, just save it, boys, because we know that we don't have every horror director that's ever lived on this list.
we do actually. We've found every horror director that ever made a film, including regional directors, and we put them on this list for all of you and your enjoyment.
Yeah.
No.
Real quick though, We got super chats already coming in. Rambo, fucking here we go.
Well,
He already had it ready. He already had
no, I mean, I was just going to show. I got this the other day, but I guess for Wes will enjoy this. See, I got Virtuosity.
Well, rip the fuck out of it. I want to see it right now,
That is
boys.
a shitty slip cover. I will say that.
I like the movie. I know Mark likes the movie,
I do.
but I don't know why he looks like Keanu Reeves, John Wick. There,
What
something.
the
I don't
fuck
know.
is that?
Well, it's gone now. That's what it is.
It don't matter, yeah.
It's gone now. Like this is that's a much better cover. Denzel actually
Yeah,
looks like
it is.
Denzel. Fuck this slip cover. So
Well, on the
Really?
other side, they probably have the original artwork. Did you look on that? Usually Vinegar Syndrome does.
yeah, that's what I did. I flipped it to the original. That's the
Oh, okay.
original.
That is the original. Cool.
The other is that. That's why I turned it around.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, that slip cover sucks. But I like this movie.
So now that we've gotten through that part of this show, it's like a weekly part of the show now.
There you go, Mark. Was that bad, Mark, or is that acceptable, Mark?
I wish I could have at least seen
It
it.
didn't seem like it bothered Mark too much. I guess he's getting a little bit.
Yeah, he's numb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
getting used to it.
it's tradition at this point. Yeah.
Okay, here is the other side.
Oh no,
Uh,
this is too much. You can't do that.
and worse shit.
So also, Hopium says, I think the greatest horror directors to ever live are Tom Six and Uli LaMelle. Do you? Okay.
For those who don't remember, Tom Six did the Human Centipede movie.
I
See,
remember.
if we were to go that far to put Uli LaMelle on this damn list, boys, how long do you think we got to put this shit together? Come on.
You mean tell me you didn't put Uli LaMelle on there?
Uli LaMelle's not on here.
Damn.
Okay, would he be in your top 5 worst horror directors?
No, he wouldn't even be in my top 10 worst, I don't think. Honestly.
He's probably top 5, like, people that I never think about ever.
Well, there you go.
top 5 people I never think about. Don't give a fuck.
Like I just don't care, yeah. He's the Chris Jericho of horror directors. Just get out of here, Uli LaMelle, you piece of trash.
What about Charles Band? He on there?
You have to wait and see.
Oh,
The only thing that's for sure is nothing's for sure.
Exactly.
So we can start. We can wait.
We got a packed crowd in here, though. You want to do a little bit of a roll call, Uncle Bill?
No,
old
I don't.
time's sake?
I don't want to do a roll call. I don't want to talk to any of these people. I don't like them. I'm just kidding. We've got Jennifer Half and her sister Jennifer Corder is going to be in here later, and then we've got Greg Brewer. We got Nikki B. He's the whole fucking show. Let's see. We got the mayor. We got Hoblon. Lucas Green, Brenaire. Some of these names I've never seen.
Lucas and Brenaire and Jim, Big Jim,
Big
Stedman.
Business of Fear, Mozart's Ghost. Kevin Smith's in here. I'm really glad that
Oh,
he's
shit.
in here.
Somebody get him some Kleenex.
Shimon's in here. Michael J. Shimon.
Having whole wheat. All right.
Let's see. We got Eduardo 5150. Alpha's in here. Alpha did a video about that Monroeville Mall thing, and I really thought that like he was either going to kill somebody or just break down.
He was crying right in the video, yeah.
Like, dude, that is
I haven't seen it yet. It was fairly emotional.
well.
I saw what the idea is. The Walmart.
Yeah, it's not
BS,
necessarily. It wasn't necessarily emotional, but you could just tell. I mean, like, and the same thing with us. It's like that's just the most ironic thing that could ever happen is like a movie about like consumerism and greed, and the fucking mall gets bought by Walmart. It's like, yeah,
gone
that's
full
perfect.
circle.
Perfect ending to that story.
Yeah.
Adam Green's in here, by the way. It's good to have Adam in here. He says, I paid money to put horse celebrities in my movies. How much will a top tier spot cost me? Scratch is in here.
Quite a bit.
Adrian. Felsher was in here. He just came in long enough to talk about Rue Morgue Radio, which doesn't exist anymore.
Fuck Lord.
I can't believe like a lot of these companies still make magazines, man. It's insane. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Old Nubbins is here. Yeah, we got a ton of people in here already, so.
Hell yeah. Over 100 people in here already. So we appreciate everybody spending their Friday night with Friday Night Lives and Tears for Fears mashup show.
Yeah, where the hell do you buy magazines nowadays? I don't see them in any stores or anything.
Well, bookstores in Eastern Kentucky were never a big thing. That's where they used to. But yeah, man, I don't know. Newsstands, there's none of those in Eastern Kentucky, but Horror Hound, Rue Morgue, Fangoria all still make magazines. I don't really know what the purpose of them is now, because like at this point in time, like what would it be? It'd be a couple months old by the time it would, print and get to you. So I don't know. They got to be very creative.
I like this. Is that actually Michael Felser? Yeah. Yeah, that's actually him. And like, I can tell just by the comment that he made that that's definitely him. Fucking Rue Morgue.
I mean, let's be honest. That'd be a sad son of a bitch to fucking try to impersonate Michael Felcher.
I knew you were going to say that. I was trying not to say it and you fucking did it. He said it himself.
I mean, he is a little bit richer now. He can afford that nice pussy hammock that he's got back there.
That is a lovely pussy hammock, by the way.
Yeah, that's one of the nicest ones I've ever seen, man.
Oh.
Victor is a lucky boy.
Forgive me for asking, what's, quote, a pussy hammock?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Rambo, because a pussy hammock is a thing that Felcher has that's beside his window that's like a little hammock that his pussy.
Oh, for his cat, okay.
Yeah.
That pussy, okay. I thought you meant different.
Yeah, he loves pussy. You didn't know that? I mean, that kind of pussy.
To be specific.
Yes. Also sure about the other kind. But, I don't want to get to.
We're not up in his business or anything. We don't.
No, he can do whatever he wants to. He can go either way. We don't care. Whatever he's down with, we support him.
Well, he likes Woody.
That's true.
Big fair Woody.
I'm sorry, but like I took a drink of that when you said he can be down wherever he wants to for some reason.
He's back in the fucking chat. That's so killer.
That just struck me as funny. So yeah, so we're waiting on our special surprise Black Scorpion entrant to come in. But
I have one more quick question. You guys touched on it, the Monroeville Mall. Do you think they will turn to just a glorified Walmart since they bought it?
Yes, that's what I think they'll do.
That's too bad.
I mean, well, the dead giveaways. Monroeville does not have a Walmart, so
yeah, I saw
it makes sense.
Saw that, yeah.
And the one thing we know about Walmart is they don't give a fuck about any of that stuff. Like, I mean, you go up to them and be like, hey, there's a movie filmed here in 1978 that's like a classic, and there's thousands of people that come here every year and they're going to be like, we don't give a fuck. We're going to put a McDonald's right on top of it inside of like another Walmart. So,
yeah, they don't care about that. Walmart's all about making the cash.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should bring back Kmart.
I miss Kmart.
Walmart buys like the Kmart name, and now they have Kmart compete with their own brand.
Fucking big. You remember Big K?
Big K.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's not what I thought you said.
Fucking Big K. Oh, he's I didn't realize this. Chaz Flicks is a resident of Pittsburgh. He says, I would probably be worried about it. Don Shanks is in here.
Look at that fucking
is in here. And in full headdress. That's The gimmick. Felcher is back.
Hell yeah.
I think that's Felcher. That could be somebody else.
That's
Who
a
knows?
$1 towards
Hell
a
yeah.
pussy hammock for Uncle Bill.
That's right.
He doesn't have a
I don't
cat,
have
but
any
he's going to
cat.
get in it himself.
I knew he was going to say that. I fucking knew it. Hold on. We got more. Business Sphere. Waylon Utani. I guess that's how you say that. Was bought out by Walmart in an old alien novel.
Makes sense. It's Walmart. They buy every fucking thing.
Caleb's in here now, boys.
I'm doing good tonight, Caleb. How you doing, pal?
Well,
So,
ready? Oh, go ahead.
One
Sorry.
last question. Do you think there will be a time that they'll just tear down the mall?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's what they're probably going to do.
Not just keep the mall and just add Walmart. You think you just tear the whole thing up?
Well, that's the only hope that they have got is Walmart could be an anchor store for the mall, but I don't think I've ever seen that. Have either of you guys ever seen that? Like,
No.
Macy's and J.C. Penney's and stores like that are usually like a big anchor store to the rest of the mall. I've never seen Walmart do that.
Right.
No. They'll
Look
probably
here,
tear
look-
down.
Look here, this shit talk, motherfucker. Here, look. Well, if Prestonsburg 350, buddy, what would Detroit be? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, that ain't the best city to like
Detroit.
advertise from.
There's already a Walmart in Prestonsburg, though. That's all they care about. Let's be honest.
That is true. Like, I think I'm gonna be honest with you. If I had to bet, this will probably be the last Living Dead weekend that'll be there. The one in June. Like, I don't think they'll let them do the one in November, and I think after that, it's completely like over with there.
Well, the ones that they had one that was in Evans City, but they didn't do that last year, so I don't know I don't know what the plans are with that, but yeah, I mean the remainder of 2025. I think they're going to honor the leases for the remainder of the year, but after that, man, you can say goodbye to the mall. Walmart. What the fuck else are they going to do with it? Well, I mean, seriously, they're not going to restructure the mall to make it like a Walmart. They're going to demolish the son of a bitch, and they're going to put a new there. That's what's going to happen. So prepare for it.
Well, I feel kind of weird because I have two different thoughts. Like, number one, like, it is probably the most recognizable horror site that I can think of. Like, because that whole movie is based around that mall, really. It's kind of like another character in the movie. But the other thing I think of, though, too, is like, that's been there for almost 50 years now. I mean, it's probably one of the last malls like that really survived that in a place like that. So we've had it for 50 years. I mean, at some point or another, it's going to have to go.
Yeah, I wonder what the longest running mall is. Like, this was built in the late 60s. Monroeville Mall was. I didn't even think that malls were a thing in the 60s. I thought that came around like sometime in the 70s. But,
Here's my bid for Preston.
351, boys.
I'm going to need about 350.
He's spreading out that trick or treat money, man.
Anthony Hoare says that he loves your special features and your pussy. So good job.
Hell yeah. Felcher is a beloved old man.
God.
What?
It's just funny the shit you say, like with a straight face. All right, let's just get this started because, like,
Let's get started. We ain't waiting on a
Yeah,
special
well,
guest. This piece of shit.
fucking keep us waiting all night like he's some big fucking deal. Fuck him. Let's go.
Pussy hammock. All right,
Here we
we'll
go.
probably rearrange the bugs on the screen too.
What bugs? What you talking about?
Buddy, you got to be professional. Know what we're
Oh,
talking about.
fucking
That's
bugs,
the bugs, baby. You got to move them so everybody can be seen.
What's a bug?
And you can put the logo up there. See, look how we do that. There.
Look.
Professionalism.
Do me a favor. Shut your fucking ass.
I'm never doing you a favor. I want to, if I could, what's an anti-favor? Is there a word for that? That's what I do you.
You do me a disservice by just being
Yes.
around capping you fucking hole all the time. All right. Are we ready?
Sure.
So number one could be no other than the master of the most awful scripts of all time, Rob Zombie. Yeah. Yeah.
And fuck Rob Zombie.
I don't know.
Drizzling shits.
That's what I'm thinking. Drizzling shits.
Wait a minute. Wait. Look,
Drizzling shit.
Yeah,
look,
I mean,
wait. He did at least 2 good movies.
No, he did.
which
he
two?
did.
I'm
What
curious.
two?
Which
Okay.
two?
Devil's Rejects.
No.
And
It's
the
not
first
that good.
It's a good movie. And the first half of The House of a Thousand Corpses.
Half of a good movie.
Is a movie. He does not deserve to be in the drizzling shits. He needs to be in the shits.
I think Rob Zombie's responsible for the underground bunkers in the horror movies in the mid 2000s. That itself should put him in the drizzling shits.
He did the monsters. That deserve drizzling shit.
Yes. So it's
And-
3-1. Guess where he's going, Uncle Bill?
It's the drizzling shit.
But wait, I'm gonna tag him in and see what he has to say because I got a feeling he's got a different opinion. It's G Unit.
What the
G-Unit
heck
All
is going
Stars.
on here? Wow. I'm sorry for crashing this big party here,
We
guys.
just got started. We're putting Rob
my
Zombie
God.
where he belongs.
Oh no.
Should
What
he
am I
be
going to
in
do
the
with Rob
drizzling
Zombie?
shits? Like it's
Drizzling
either-
shits?
Yeah, so they're all saying he should be in the drizzling shits. I say he should at least be in the shits. Like, I mean,
don't-
above that
Let's
one.
think about this. I'm not a Rob Zombie hater. Let me think here. Rob Zombie. Okay, Halloween. I liked Halloween. Halloween 2 sucked. Lords of Salem was okay.
That's true.
Super
Lords of
Beast,
Salem wasn't
Super
bad.
Beasto, bro. Come on.
No, we're not.
Bill,
Going
you can't do math for shit. Still be 3-2, motherfucker.
All right, let's think.
That's
we
true.
still
Yeah.
win.
Yeah.
Monsters suck.
this
Monsters
ain't
suck.
no fun. This is
Yeah.
great on a curve, motherfucker. It's like
But
I'm
you
the
got
one putting
to
the shit in
reject
there.
it. You got
3-2.
corpses.
Democracy wins.
What is this for? Filmmakers. All right.
Horror filmmakers.
All right. Can we throw them in meh, or is that too high?
Oh, there we go. See, this is what happened, Rambo. He bumped it up past the shit, which means it's 2 up, and now we go back down to the shits.
Anyone who makes the monsters deserves drizzling shits.
Yeah, Monsters would have put them way down, but
Is there
You're gonna
ever a
have to go
chance
read
for
that.
Rob Zombie to make another good movie?
No,
oh, of course there. I
No.
hope he does make a movie. I would love to see another Rob Zombie movie.
Garrett, even I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's possible.
What you think he's done?
Yeah, I don't think he's got a good.
I
movie
hope
either.
so.
I don't think he's done, but I think he should stay away from adaptations. Just continue
Oh, yeah.
to do your own
I
thing.
wish they
You know what I want to
could.
see? I want to see Rob Zombie and his brother Spider One team up and do a kick-ass movie because Spider One's
Oh my
actually a pretty good
God.
writer. His movies are pretty good, but I think Rob Zombie, I think he could be a good director. So I don't know. I think they could do a little
What
something.
about his tag team partner, Spider 2?
I don't know.
The Spider.
Spider
Yeah.
1 and Spider 2.
What did Spider do?
Spider did he's done 3. His first one was a movie called Allegoria, which is pretty good. He did
Oh,
Bury the Bride,
shit.
and he just did one called Little Bites. I don't know if anybody's seen it yet. He's the lead singer of Power Man 5000. Do you remember them?
Oh yeah.
Look
Oh,
up
yeah.
there, boy.
Look,
Yes.
don't even joke about that now. Come on.
All right. Look, can we just all agree that he doesn't need to be at the very bottom tier?
All right, put him in the shits then.
I don't agree to that, but whatever.
Yeah, we've got to move along. We got 60
All
something.
right, yeah,
Direct.
I can
Next
imagine
up-
we spend this much time on Rob Zombie.
Next up
I'm not
is
going to be good at this.
Rambo's favorite, Jordan Peele.
Meh.
I put good. I like 2 of his 3 movies.
I like all 3. I'll say good.
Yeah, I'll say good.
I'd say meh if it was me.
but it's still good. 3-2.
Good God. Y'all are fucking nutty. Okay.
It's not like he's a master of horror.
No, he's definitely not a master of horror.
He's good.
Give me one good movie, more good movie. He could be up there. There'll be a new season of Masters of Horror, but Jordan Peele will be in it.
All right. Up next is
Ric Flair.
It's
Ruggiero
Ric Flair. Yeah.
That's
Ruggiero Diodato's body count.
That's one of Garrett's favorite filmmakers up there.
Oh no, I can't.
Cannibal Holocaust, body count.
Fudge.
He did
House by the Edge of the Park.
House by the Edge of the Park.
I do like that movie, actually.
I would put it. Look, if this was me, I'd put him in good. But I'm probably more of a fan of Italian films.
I wouldn't argue with that. I think Cannibal Holocaust, like it or not, like it's really inventive for a movie that came out in 1979, 1980. He had to go to court because like they thought that, you know, some of those savages actually got killed or whatever in it. So
Yeah, but they were stupid.
That's very true. Hold on, we got more super chats while y'all are thinking about it. I'm going to bring these up real quick. Bobby Reynolds.
Okay.
Oh,
Matt
baby.
grabs Uncle Bill's note and said, "Dear nurse, CK, Uncle does
Well,
not
he's a
need
nurse.
his booster shot. He hasn't been sick. Hugs and kisses, Matt." Mike's choice voice said, "Dear CK, Mark is fine. See you around." The choice voice, what's this about?
I just like that CK is a nurse.
yeah, they could be male nurses.
Mr. Deadlight says,
I
"Some of
guess,
the Butterman."
That's right. That's very.
All right.
I've only seen Cannibal Holocaust, to be fair. I don't think I've seen a lot of his movies to really give much. Whatever you guys want to.
What about Buddy Cat?
I'd say good.
I
I'd
didn't
put him
see
in good.
body count.
All right. Let's not waste all.
I would say I'm actually going to say good because
Okay.
Cannibal Holocaust, as much as it's not a movie I want to watch anymore, it's not a bad movie. It's just got some shit in it that I don't feel like watching.
Jackson Jack,
Run was
I
a
can't
good
even
movie.
pronounce that fucking word, motherfucker, so they can stay those savages.
So up next, it looks like Hitler. I didn't realize he directed horror films, but
Hitler!
is that what it is?
Savages. We are the savages.
That is.
Is that like? Are they like a bunch of macho mans? Is that what they are?
Looking down the rotoscope.
That's Todd Browning, man, that did Freaks
Oh,
and
Freaks.
Dracula.
Yeah.
Louisville
Todd
native.
Browning, Freaks, Dracula. I mean, fuck, man. On those two movies alone, he should probably be in Master.
He also
of
did
Horrors.
London After Midnight, the long lost.
Come on.
I wouldn't be bothered by it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
He's
Trash.
basically the foundation of all this stuff. So
Sure. Go for it. Master.
Yeah, I'm
Master
cool
of
with that.
Puppets. And
is
there's
that Ari Aster? I can't tell.
That is. That's.
I thought it was fantastic, man. Well, you made it, man.
It
Fantastic
does
Man.
look like Phantasm.
You made it.
Shit.
All right. So up next is A24's darling Ari Aster, who directed Hereditary. He's directed Midsummer. I mean, he's directed that Sasquatch Sunset Superman movie that Rambo loves.
Sasquatch Sunset Superman. Ah.
Jesus Christ.
Garrett, what are your thoughts on Ari?
I like Ari Aster a lot. I haven't
I do
seen
too.
I haven't seen that Beau is Afraid one though. Did
I
he
haven't
do that?
either. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I mean, I like Hereditary and Midsummer a lot, so I would put him up there. Would I say Master? I mean, those two movies alone are pretty freaking unique.
I just don't think he's had enough time yet, though. That's his only problem to me. Like, I love those two movies, like, but I don't think he's been around long enough to really say that. Like, it's like Jordan Peele in a way, too. I mean, if Jordan Peele came out and did like one more great film where everybody was like, holy shit, like, he probably would be in that to me.
I think his next movie is going to be very important to figure out where he stands with this, because if he can do, I think this next one, it's either going to be real good or it's going to be awful, and he's going to fall into like the Shyamalan.
I don't think that he's there yet. I would say he's good. Would be
Aster
that spot for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's got what, three movies, 4 maybe, like feature film.
Yeah, like ones that people really like. Yeah,
I'd put him in meh, honestly. I'm just not a big fan of his stuff. I mean, I like that he's sort of thinking outside the box. The thing that I like the most that he did is not even a full feature. It's that short.
that short film is crazy, man.
Strange Thing About the Johnsons.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty fucking disturbing, but
I never seen that.
If you've never seen
Garrett,
anybody
Yeah,
else
you'll
like
love that one.
you got to watch it.
Listen.
Okay.
Go to YouTube right now. It's on YouTube and watch
That
it.
was like his wasn't that like his final or thesis or whatever film?
Yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah, if that figures.
Mr. Deadlight says, I feel like people sleep. Okay.
That dude's going deep tonight.
Come over to my channel and tell me these kind of things. I'm really interested in it.
So what are we doing? I'm gonna put him in good. Fuck it. We can't. Like I
Good.
said, we're gonna be here all night if we don't move.
Drizzling shits.
Listen, Rambo.
Fuck Ari Aster, man.
This is gonna be an interesting one right here to see how this kind of works out. Argento, Dario Argento,
Master of
is-
Horror. This is not
Yeah.
interesting. There's no
Oh,
question.
come on. He did Jennifer. He's got to be up there.
I think that. Yeah, I think that he would probably be like one of my favorites.
Yeah, without a question. I mean, we don't even need to waste time on that.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
God,
I mean,
look,
I'm not-
look who's right next to him.
God, did you do that on purpose just to piss us off?
No, I didn't actually.
Adam Green is next, director of Hatchet, the Hatchet movies, and Frozen, and nothing else that anybody cares about.
The thing with me is I do not like any of the Hatchet films. When he's away from them, I like his stuff. I like Frozen. I like Digging Up the Marrow.
Yep.
So for me, I would put it meh because I just don't like his Hatchet films at all. So, but I can't lie, I liked his other stuff. The highest would be meh because of the Hatchet films.
I would put him right beside a Rob Zombie. I think he's right at that level for me, at least.
Mm-hmm.
So he's an automatic shit then. You're saying it's just automatic. I mean, I would say
look, Frozen is the one movie that I've seen of his that I did actually like, and I was shocked that it was made by the same guy that made Hatchet. And
Oh, you
he's
didn't
a
like Hatchet
nice.
too?
Adam Green is a nice guy. He just makes really bad movies most of the time. So it's not like, the Eli Roth thing where he's kind of a douchebag too and he makes shitty movies.
Does he ever sleepy?
I'm sorry, Deadlight.
Maybe he stopped sleepy, she would have left.
Sleep.
Would you try to snore on her pussy next time? Shit like that.
Jesus.
Listen, Garrett's in here. You can't be saying this stuff. Garrett's rated G.
The vibration, baby.
No, I
So-
gave it up. Rated
Oh
G's
yeah, that's
lower.
right.
So the
Yeah.
Garrett, I don't know your opinion on like the Hatchet films and like Frozen and Digging Up the Marrow. Have you seen any of those?
Of
Garrett?
course. I thought Marrow was pretty good. I loved Frozen. I actually like Hatchet too.
Mhm.
But the other ones are kind of give or take for me. The first one was okay. The ones after two, I think, really went downhill a lot. I don't know. I do think Victor Crowley kind of at this point in time could use a comeback. To be honest, with all this.
Oh,
terror.
no.
Please,
No,
no.
You don't think so?
After
You
that,
don't think they would look there? Everybody's looking for all these new characters to come back. I think he'd probably get over. I think he would get over now.
I honestly like Rob Zombie more than I do Adam Green. I would put Adam Green in the drizzling shits. Like I fucking can't stand that guy or his.
I would
film.
rather watch a Rob Zombie movie than an Adam Green movie, personally.
Yeah, I mean,
But I would still say meh because that's what I said about Rob.
I'd rather watch Adam than Rob Zombie because
Adam is a very nice guy, though. Wes, you're right. He's a very nice guy.
I don't like his wife either. Rob, he keeps casting her in movies when she don't deserve it.
She's
She had a
fine,
great
but she's got a
interview. She
wild
had a great
horse.
interview with Dead Pit, though.
I don't care about white horses.
Yeah, if you like fucking shitty clothing, she had a great interview. Like,
She
You want
was
a
very
bandana?
nice. She was
Like-
very nice.
yeah. Okay, what are we doing with this guy?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like Marrow and Frozen. Just I don't know. I'd
Somebody-
say
Meh.
meh.
Put meh.
Put him- I don't want to put him
I
in.
Put him in good.
I don't want to put him in fucking man. I want to put him in the shits or the drizzle, but whatever.
Put him in Master.
Okay. Up next, that looks like Ty West. Is
That's
that Ty
Aja.
West?
I think
Alexander
that's Aja.
Aja.
Alexander Aja? Okay, well, fuck.
Ah.
So,
Director of like some of the better kind of French.
High Tension, it was kind of like the big movie that caused the French horror movement or whatever in the early 2000s. But really since then, like he did the Hills Have Eyes remake was one that his big mainstream debut kind of. What else has he done?
Crawl.
That was a good one.
Oh,
Crawl was great. I love that.
Did
Piranha.
he do the Piranha?
He did the Piranha
First one.
remake. Yeah.
For me, good. I just think he's very talented visually, and I
Mirrors.
think
He did Mirrors too.
God,
Somebody said.
that movie sucked.
Oh, the one with Kiefer Sutherland? Oh.
Queefer. Yep.
I thought Crawl was good. Hills of Eyes remake is a favorite of mine. So
He did Horns. Anybody remember
Horns
that
was pretty
movie?
good. I
Horns
think
was
Daniel
great.
you could
Radcliffe.
say,
Yeah, I didn't mind
you could
that.
say good. I thought Piranha 3D was way better than it should have been.
I do too. I would
Right,
put him in. I would put him in good for those two movies alone.
Yeah, he's fine and good, I think.
Yeah.
All right. I know who this next guy is, but
who the hell is that?
I'm pretty sure that's old Darren.
Darren Lynn Bousman.
Darren Lee
Yeah.
Bousman.
Oh, what? Is that Mohawk?
Yeah, it's a faux hawk kind of looking
Mohawk,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
What a douche.
Director of I don't know a ton of stuff, and it's all awful. Like
Bunch of the Saw
and,
sequels.
yeah, and the Repo Genetic Opera. Didn't he do that? And like,
Yeah, he did Repo.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That was hot for a minute, remember?
Oh,
I hate that guy. I really do. And, like, a lot of
You
his
hate him?
films, I really don't like him.
strong
no.
words. What do you do to me?
He also looks like somebody that would talk to you an hour about different types of cheeses and shit. Like he just looks like the most,
Jesus.
yeah, just like the most fucking hoity-toity dude you could ever meet. He's gonna be like, you know,
Talking cheese is hoity-toity.
yeah, he's gonna be like, you know, what kind of brie do you want with your fucking
Brie cheese? What kind of
Pinot
crackers?
Noir, fucking wine and stuff? He's gonna be all like, you see the thing about the stock market? He's just gonna want to leave.
So do you think he would be worse than Rob Zombie?
I don't think
No,
he has any movies that to me like memorable enough. I mean, he was involved with the Saw stuff, but I mean, Spiral was not that good, and I mean, Repo was okay for what it was. But I've watched that movie. I haven't watched that movie in like 15 years. So
He also did the Mother's Day remake.
oh,
I didn't mind that. See, that's the thing with him. Like, he's got no like real individual like style. You know what I mean?
No,
There's no signature to any of his stuff. He just kind of does things in the horror genre. So I don't know where I'd put him. I don't think he's terrible, but he's not great either. So
I think he's pretty terrible.
I do too. I think he's like, I would put him in the shits. I'd put him like behind Zombie actually.
I'd be fine with that. I don't mind
I
Saw
don't care
2
where
for what
this
it
guy
is.
goes, to be honest.
Mother's Day is there. But yeah,
I feel like we've talked about him way more than he deserves already.
for all those Saw sequels, put him in there down. Yeah, obviously trying to get work anywhere else as we kept doing Saw sequels.
So the next guy, I'll fight anybody in this room over. I'm sure it's Brian De Palma.
Master.
oh yeah, Master.
He's a master. Though. If anybody else says any different, I'm just not gonna have it.
Well, the only thing is he's not really a straight horror filmmaker though. So, but yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the best ever.
Yeah, I mean his time in the horror genre, he mastered it for sure. So yeah.
So there's a pretty good lineup coming up here.
Hitchcock, really? Like, where you know what we're gonna fucking put him? Oh, he's in the drizzling shits. That guy ain't worth a damn.
We gotta have him on there.
Master, of course.
Yeah, I don't think we need to have a discussion.
Yeah, he's
about
one
that
of the best of all time.
This one, dude, I was
this will be an
thinking about this
interesting
one today because I was like, this is one I thought in my head, like, where would I put this guy?
I agree.
Don Coscarelli, Phantasm, Beastmaster, Bubba Hotep.
Mhm.
It's tough. I think Don Coscarelli, to be honest, is very underrated personally.
I'd agree with that. Yeah.
I think he's way better than a lot of people. I mean, I just think, again, I think Phantasm to me is like one is a fucking masterpiece in all ways. I mean, I love Kenny and Company, man. I think it's a really well done coming of age story. But it's tough because then when you start getting into some of the sequels and stuff, it's not as great. But I mean, I think Phantasm as a whole, besides the last one, is actually pretty strong.
Yeah.
Of a franchise. I don't know, man. I mean, he has to at least be good, if not master, in my opinion, I think.
I would put him as a master because, like, the Phantasm saga, at least the first 4 movies, like, that told a pretty long, good story. And the characters, people cared about the characters and everything. The tall man was just a great villain. They had the spheres. They had the little Jawa guys. And all this shit came from Don Coscarelli when he was in his early 20s. Think of that. Like, that's just nuts. And, you know, that movie was so huge, you know, influenced so many people and everything. I think that it was one of those deals where he really couldn't escape it. Even though, like, he did stuff since then. But, like, yeah, he's always the Phantasm guy. But Phantasm is one of, in my opinion, the best horror movies ever made.
If you think about it, though, how many bad films has he made? I think
None.
one.
I don't think any.
One.
I mean, John Dies at the End is a little bit, it's not the greatest, but it's not bad. But I mean, if you look at his lineup, he didn't do a ton of movies, but everything he did, in my opinion, was really well done. So, I mean, with that being said, I think he should probably go in master because you got Hotep, John Dies at the End, the Phantasm series, Survival Quest, Kenny and Company, and Beastmaster. I mean, there's nothing there that's like complete ass at all.
Yeah. Talk about a nice guy. I mean, he was great to talk to.
But he's a super guy. But I would put him at the lower. I mean, if you look at the guys at the Master of Horror list right now, I would put him at the lower end of that. Like, I don't think he's in like Hitchcock, De Palma, Argento territory. Really, but
I mean, he won't be remembered the same way to the average person. I mean, that's for sure. But I think for people that are in the genre pretty heavy will agree that, I mean, he's really, again, I think underrated is actually a pretty strong word because I don't think he gets enough credit as he deserves.
I honestly would put him in high good, but I'm not going to argue with putting him in the master part. Holy shit, Eli Roth. I think.
What the heck?
I'm not. Look,
knock, dude.
No, I mean, to me, any kind of goodwill that he made with Thanksgiving, he destroyed with Borderlands. So he's in the drizzling shits to me. He always.
What about Thanksgiving too?
What about it? Ain't out yet.
We're gonna make up for it right now. He doesn't want to come on the show, dude. Do you know that? That's what he told me.
Yeah. Well, good.
I think he's gonna ambush his ass.
We didn't ambush David Gregory. We talked to him like
nice.
Yeah, we don't do that kind of thing. We're horrorologists. We're professionals.
I think you should put him at master just to get him on here, like one last effort. One last ditch effort
as a sign of good faith.
Then you can screenshot this and tag him in it or something and show him he's with Hitchcock.
Yeah,
and all that. Like one ditch effort to get him.
Then we could just move him down to the drizzling shits right after that. Just screenshot this.
You know, though, honestly, like if you look back at it, and compare like his movies to like Rob Zombie's movies, I think overall, like considering I like Thanksgiving quite a bit. Knock Knock was actually really fucking entertaining. So I wouldn't put him. I don't think I would put him in the drizzling shits. I would put him in the shits.
Would you? That's nice.
I liked the Death Wish one he did.
Yeah, the Death
See?
Wish movie wasn't bad either.
Mhm.
Okay, which ones were wicked bad? Did you like the cannibal one? I didn't care
Yeah,
for
The
it.
Cannibal
they're-
was
they're all-
awful.
No,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
probably his worst one. I hated
They were
that.
like people shitting and stuff.
Smoking weed out of each other's
Smoking
stomach.
weed and having diarrhea like vegetarians. And
Cabin
was-
Fever is kind of watchable now.
I like
Yeah.
Cabin Fever.
Well, you know what? I was talking to you the other day about doing a show about the Cabin Fever versus the remake. I tried to watch that remake again the other night. Dude, I think that's probably one of the worst fucking movies ever made, to be honest.
Nobody talks about that movie. You
Dude,
notice that?
I think we got to do a show and talk about it.
good
because
reason.
It's so bad. Like everything about the first one that had any kind of character at all is gone. Like it's so lifeless. It's like I don't understand what this was. They tried to make it a little more serious, and it's like there's nobody to connect with. It's really bad. But I think you guys should check it out, and we should talk about it because I don't understand why that even exists.
And honestly, like Hostel, I'd rather watch than any Rob Zombie film because at least I like the third act of Hostel, where it's like
It
an
was-
action movie.
I feel like
Hostel
I'm in
was at
some
least
sort of
creative. for sure.
fucking. I feel like I'm in some sort of alternate universe because nobody besides me realized this guy fucking sucks ass. Like
Yeah, but like we're just giving you all of his movies, and I mean, Hostel's not a bad
I-
movie. It's just
yes, it is.
little
Like
bit.
okay, let's go through his movies real quick. Cabin Fever sucks. It's awful.
No, it doesn't.
Hostel
No,
started
no.
torture porn, and it's
Yeah,
awful.
it
Hostel
got
2 is
bad
awful.
afterwards.
Knock
Karen-
Knock is
The
like
first
the
one's good.
worst. I mean, Knock Knock is entertaining because it's so bad, and Keanu Reeves don't.
I agree, Knock
Yeah,
Knock is a
he doesn't
piece of
even
shit.
know like
Fuck Knock
what he's
Knock.
doing.
Do
What
you know for
else?
pizza?
Borderlands,
Fuck
like
that
Dude.
the Green Inferno.
Green Inferno
What the fuck
sucks.
are we talking about?
Knock
gonna
Knock,
put
Green
him-
Inferno does suck. I agree,
What
but
about
I think
Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving's good. Death Wish is not that bad.
Well, I guess 1 out of 8 ain't bad, right? Like, I mean,
No, I
Death
think
Wish
there's
ain't
only-
that bad.
There was only like 2 that were bad.
For a Bruce Willis who had no mind,
There's like 6.
he was
There's
pretty decent.
it's like at least 6.
That's more than Rob Zombie. That's more
All right.
Rob Zombie and Darren
He's
Lynn
gotta be.
Boozman.
He's
Yeah.
gotta
But-
be mad though.
Yeah, just put him in
Gotta-
meh. Next to
I'm
his
not,
buddy
I'm
Adam
not
Green.
putting him in me. I refuse
He's
to
better.
put him in me. What are you gonna do?
I was going to say the
Hey,
shits. That's what I would have said.
He's better than Darren Lynn Boozman.
Is
You
he
know,
better
you,
than,
you know
better
that.
than Rob Zombie.
I
don't
think so.
he's
I
better
think
than either
so.
one of them fucking guys.
You
I
really
think he's
want to
better than
watch
Adam
Darren Lynn
Green as well.
Boozman's movies?
No, I really don't think he's.
You don't think he's better than Adam Green? I think so.
I think Adam Green should be in the Drizzling Shits with him. That's what I think.
I do think Adam Green's a bit better, just for a little bit better. Just don't do hatchet movies.
So you're telling me? Let me get this straight in my brain real quick. You
Go
all are
ahead.
telling me you want me to put Eli Roth in? Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what we're doing.
Or shits.
All right.
I'd say meh.
Shits, I think.
If you put him in mad, it shows
It
that
don't
you guys
fucking
have come a long
matter
way.
what you think. 'Cause I'm the one controlling this. All right.
Ugh.
What's next?
But Thanksgiving is better than anything Darren Lynn Boozman's done. Whatever, just move on.
Who's
Well, you
next?
got it. You got
So is
Super
that
Chat.
is that where he's staying?
That's wrestling shit.
Like I don't know what's happened. I don't care.
You
But
do
he's
have a
going
super-
in Drizzling Shits.
There's a super chat, but I don't know if you want to say the name.
Oh God.
Oh, no.
well,
Just
I
be
ain't-
careful saying the name.
Can I even? Nah.
You just say the
Almost
question, I guess.
You talking about? I put that one up earlier, actually.
No,
Or is
the
there-
bro. Okay, this is
Yeah.
broke woke joke. I thought I
Yeah.
said something else.
No, it's just yeah. I put that one up earlier.
Oh,
What I didn't know who that is. So
Well, thank you, whoever you are.
all right. You know what? Just to be a nice guy, I'll compromise. I'll put him in the shits, but that's all I'm doing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with the shits.
Congrats.
Okay, who's next? Like Goldberg.
Ernest Dickerson.
Ernest Boom Boom Dickerson.
What the hell did Ernest Dickerson do
He was
besides like
actually
Oklahoma?
considered a master of horror. He was on the
What did he
Masters of
do?
Horror show.
Demon
Kills-
Knight is his big thing.
Bones too.
He's
Oh yeah.
surviving the game with Ice-T. Come on.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
That's a good movie, actually.
Yeah.
What was his Masters of Horror episode too? Like he did.
Oh, wait a minute.
It was.
Where are we picking up on this guy? We're talking about bones right now.
Oh, yeah, you remember that movie with Snoop Dogg?
Boom, 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 boom.
I do, but it's like
The
we're
Bear Jew is better than. That cock,
Can you
yeah,
say that word?
It's killer. Where are we putting Ernest Dickerson?
I'd put
Can I,
him
what,
good.
can I say the Bear Jew?
I mean, I don't know where this list is going.
I don't know
at
if you
this
can
point,
say
so-
that now or not. I don't
Well, you
know.
just said it.
Oh,
You can
okay.
say
just-
Jew. It's
You
not.
just said it. You're
it's an
like, can I
actual-
say this? Then you just said it.
I mean, I know I can say it because it's an actual. It's like
Okay,
say
then say it.
Asian.
Okay.
Okay. Then.
I thought it was like you couldn't say midget anymore or whatever.
I don't know if you can say midget, but we just did.
We
This
just
is a
said it
whole
twice, so it
ranking
don't matter.
list. Ernest
Ernest-
Dickerson. Can we get back to Ernest Dickerson? Where
With
Man.
bones, bro.
Nah.
I would say man.
He's got some killed dreads, though. I'll give him credit.
I have no idea who this next guy is, but he looks like he's on an offender registry somewhere.
Orale! Fede
Oh,
Alvarez!
shit. No. God. I mean,
Don't breathe.
I'd put him in
Hey.
drizzling.
You're breathing.
I mean,
Drizzling shits.
I didn't
Yes.
like Romulus at all, so
I
I
hated
can't.
Romulus.
Horrible film.
He also
I
did the
did like
Texas
Don't Breathe, and
Chainsaw.
I did.
Did
like
he do the Evil
that.
Dead remake?
He did. I
He
did
did.
like
That's
that.
probably like the best movie that he ever did. He did the Texas Chainsaw 22 movie too, the Netflix.
He produced
he
it.
did.
Yeah,
Oh,
he produced
He just produced it.
Oh,
He
I
didn't
thought
direct
he
it.
directed it.
He produced
I
it. He put his
mean,
name on it.
It's hard because I loved Evil Dead and I liked Don't Breathe. So, but I didn't like Texas Chainsaw. I didn't like Romulus. So
I didn't either. I would put him in the shits probably.
Don't breathe just for that turkey baster full of cum, drizzling shit. If you don't put that in a movie and take it seriously, you just.
I like how I can't. He's getting on to me for saying Jew, but Rambo's out here saying turkey based full of cum, and that's fine.
I'm describing a plot that he wrote.
Man, I think that he's the drizzling shits too.
Yeah.
I would put him there. I think
After
that's where he
Romulus, and I was going to do a Predator movie or something.
is he?
I don't know,
Is
man.
he gonna say it's all practical and then when you watch it, it's like 50% CGI?
He wants to do AVP with that guy who did Prey.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, like these next three are pretty fucking easy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The next one's Lucio Fulci. So
All right, you can put him up in Master.
why were we even talking about
Sure.
it?
Yeah.
The one after that is
Oh, Master,
George
100%.
Romero.
Oh my God, put him in Master, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I would actually put Romero like here. If that was my. And then
I mean,
David Cronenberg is next.
I thought it was
Oh,
Johnny
there,
Knoxville.
I did too, actually. I thought that's who it was at first glance too.
Johnny Knoxville be killer.
I mean, I don't think there's any kind of question that Cronenberg would be in the master.
Right.
thing.
Did you see? I don't know where I saw this. Maybe you guys posted it. There was like an interview with Carpenter talking about Cronenberg. Did you guys see that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That was interesting, huh?
Talking about how hoity-toity he gotten and everything.
Yeah, and then he's like, I'll just stay home, and he can do whatever the hell he wants to do. And Eli Roth with his cool hair can do whatever the hell he wants to do. Carpenter gives no shits, dude. Like it's
Yeah.
so funny. Ted Danson.
I think the next guy's Guillermo del Toro, and that one's going to be
Yeah.
a difficult one for me because I do not like that guy's stuff. But
I don't either. So I don't.
Really?
I'm not. I
Wow.
know. Every time his name comes on the screen, it's like, oh, so you want me not to care? That's kind of like what I do.
You guys don't like Devil's Backbone or Blade 2 or none of that stuff?
I mean, I like Blade 2.
Okay.
I do not like any of his fantastical kind of shit. Like
That's
I don't like
basically everything
Pan's
else.
Labyrinth. I don't like fucking any of the stuff. Like, didn't he do what was the other one he did right after Pan's Labyrinth?
The Shape of Water, something like that. Wasn't it him?
Yeah.
Well,
Wasn't it his?
did he do The Orphanage or just produce it?
produced.
Produced it.
I just don't like shit like that, man. That's just
Yeah, I
not
don't
my
either.
thing.
It's not really my thing either, but the guy is extremely talented. Like, there's no denying that.
Yeah, his
Visually
visual
and stuff.
style is it's on another level. So
Yeah, I mean, I like Mimic. I like Blade 2. I don't mind Hellboy.
mhm.
And he won an Oscar by a girl who's fucking a fish. That's taste talent.
I mean, you guys can do what you want with them. I don't really watch them.
Well, that's the plot. She wore a girl has sex with a fish.
That's what it is. Which movie? Shape of Water.
Creature from Black Lagoon, and she has sex with it.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
basically the remake.
Won
Unofficially.
an Oscar for it.
So what are we putting? I don't really care. Like I don't like his movies, but I could care less.
I'd put him in good. That's just me though.
I'm
What
fine
about
with
you?
good.
Good. Yeah, he won the fucking Academy Award. I mean,
That doesn't
Good.
mean anything, no, that's for sure.
We would just be
it
haters
does
if we
when
did.
when it's these type of movies. Yeah.
Herschel Gordon Lewis, the godfather of gore.
He might
I've
be,
never
but he's
really
sucks
liked his
ass.
films either. Like,
No,
to be
I'm not a
honest.
huge fan of his stuff
neither.
either, but he
drizzling shit.
definitely he's the trendsetter when it comes to the gory out there
What's the
movies.
matter? You don't like gore girls?
We wouldn't have had 2001 Maniacs if it wasn't for him, though. So there you
Yeah,
go.
I mean, his style isn't really my thing either, but
He's
I
not
know
a
he's
good
just well
director, in my
respected.
opinion. I don't think
No.
he could not direct his way out of traffic.
Yeah, drizzling shits.
Oh my god,
What is it?
Turning
he's
heel
sitting down
boy.
there. He's sitting
Oh.
down there with like freaking Romulus, just saying. You know when they announced that guy for like that did Romulus, like when the new movie's coming out and everybody's supposed to get excited because he's directing it, and then they look at this list and he's at the fucking bottom. Oh my god, man, he's directing this. He's like at the bottom of the thing.
It is pretty bad, yeah. Of all the people that's on there, he's the worst.
I don't believe that, by the way. I would put either one of these guys down here.
Adam
Oh my
Green's
God.
2 rows above him, yeah.
Like that's not really like fair, but here we are.
It's fair.
Herschel Gordon Lewis, though, real quick, what do you think? Meh.
I would
I mean,
put him
he's-
in Meh or the
He's in
shits.
Paul, I think, but I mean, I don't. It's not a movies that I watch on a regular.
Drizzling shits.
Drizzly
Let's
shit.
just go with the shits as a.
That fucking picture. CK, where'd you get that?
Google. Oh, you want me to introduce this one right here, Uncle? Bill?
Yeah, you probably should because I got no idea.
Hit that on the
Oh, you're gonna have to help me out with some of these movies. What do we got?
The Ring, the original Ringu 2, The Ring 2 in the U.S. He did that one as well, and Dark Water.
Oh,
Some of the big hitters over in the land of the rising sun, baby.
I guess it'd be good. I guess.
The shits.
Yeah, I'd probably say the shits too. I don't think those movies.
He did a movie with a bunch of CGI. That CGI deer scene in the ring
That's
too.
one of the
That
best
was
things of
fucking
all time,
terrible.
Rambo.
That alone gives you
Classic.
shits. I like the remake of The Ring better. So I thought they improved on it over this guy's movie, in my opinion. I like the Ring remake better. He might have did it, but I thought someone did it better.
Like the
What
one that
year
came
was
out.
like Ringu? What year was that? Was that in the 90s?
Oh no, it's
Well, Ring was like what?
2002 Ring.
2002, 3, yeah.
I think he was-
1998.
I think he was
Holy
one of the
Ringo.
one of the guys that definitely kick-started that new wave of like J horror and shit. So he's to blame.
So yeah, he's to blame. I was going to say. It's his
E.T.
fault.
Dude. He's
He's buddy. You picked the wrong crowd to pull that shit. I don't give a fuck what you do. If I'm being honest, unsubscribe and go fall down the dick tree. I don't care.
I see that.
Imagine getting so upset over a tier list to be like, oh,
now. You're mad at a guy that won an Oscar did good. Jordan Peele did.
I don't think I've ever unsubscribed to anybody. I mean, I just don't watch certain things. I don't think I've ever had to go out of my way to be like, I'm gonna hit that button over
He
there.
loves the
Especially
Golden
like
Girls.
actually like say like send a message. I'm unsubscribed.
I'm fucking mad. Fuck you.
Maybe he was in the Gorgor deals. I don't know.
He was in it.
He was in it. It's bad that you take
He
away
was
his
in Gorgor
paycheck.
Oh,
I get
shit.
paid for that. The residuals.
What? Okay, what are we doing with Sada Tanaka here?
Get that-
Wait.
Oh!
Did
Wait,
you
wait,
just
wait.
say Masato
Hold it.
Tanaka?
Uncle Bill.
Taka Michinoku. What?
Uncle Bill, can you repeat his name for us?
Sada Tanaka is setting that in. Oh,
Close enough.
yeah.
Bull Nakano, the Express, they all have the same theme song, whatever.
We doing with it.
Shit.
Thanks, Business Affair. He's so
We gotta move on. At some
Wherever you
point.
want. Wherever you want.
I don't give a fuck. I put him in yeah because I don't care.
Sure.
All right, John Landis, director of American Werewolf in London, Trading Places.
well, he killed some people, so
He
hold on.
killed
A
some
second.
people in the Twilight Zone. Do we use that against him?
He's
Do we
kind of a
not?
piece of shit too.
Kind of an asshole. Yeah.
What do you mean? I got his autograph and he was on the telephone the whole time. What do you mean?
We got his autograph. He
You
told
know,
jokes
he
about
gets-
Kentucky the whole time. So.
I mean, in all seriousness, I think he is a good director. He did a lot of good movies. As a person, different thing. But American Wolf in London, Blues Brothers, I mean, that alone, I'm on Coming to America, Spies Like Us.
Yeah.
Good, I think, is good for
Innocent
Landis.
Blood, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
he
think it's
kind of
underrated.
like I know
Animal House.
I know what he did and everything is awful, but like I don't know how, if you're wanting to like separate that from the person, then he made at least 4 classic films. Like
Yeah.
that I can think of right off the top of my head.
Yeah.
So I don't know what we want to do with that, but
Jack wants a new tier.
I'm sure he does. Hold
I
on,
mean, I
hold on.
would put him in. I would put him in good.
How do we? Is there a way to get these super chats to come in, like to lift the screen up so we don't like cover
I don't know,
Rambo?
but I
Not
like
with
this.
this many
I like this
people
Bobby
on there, I
Reynolds
think.
guy over here.
Watch this. 'Cause it's just like
I like
he's gone.
Bobby. Let's read.
Bobby says Uncle Bill said we got a note from Nurse CK.
Male nurse.
Nurse CK is so
Yes, I've got white on, white shirt.
saying we need to get our boost shot.
You
Matt
do.
said, "Where's the note?" Uncle Bill said it's in the trash. Matt said, "What's it doing in there?" And Uncle said, "We're not
Trash.
getting the shot in the
Never
trunk."
not.
Bobby. I like it.
And then he said to nothing what after.
There's another one. Hold on. Matt said, "Oh, you're getting the shot, all right."
Damn
Mike-
right. Up your ass.
Wow.
All right.
Like an
So
enema. There you go.
I don't know what to do with Landis, man, because I don't know how
I
to
would
like.
put him in good. I
Yeah,
guess.
he at least
I
has to
think
go
good is a good spot.
Yeah, I think that is.
Asshole tier.
You
Hey,
got
man.
unsub for that?
Ken's out too.
Fuck it.
Hey, mid level, I said drizzling. I was outvoted. I was outvoted.
He's out.
Up next is Kevin Sullivan. No, I'm just kidding. That's
This Kevin-
Stuart Gordon.
Stuart Gordon, the very angry, the nicest angry man you'll ever talk to. Back
He
in the day.
really is, yeah. So Stuart Gordon, for those people that don't know, Reanimator, From Beyond, Castle Freak,
Dolls.
Dolls, made some
Fuck,
classic
man, I mean,
movies.
Robot
I'd put him
jocks.
way up there. Then I mean,
I'd say he's good for sure. Like he was one of those
Yeah.
guys that if you see him attached to a movie, you wanted to kind of check it out. Like I remember one of his last movies that he did. It was very odd, but it was enjoyable. That you remember that movie Stuck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't remember that.
Wait, is
Interesting one.
that the one with Mina Suvari
Yes.
where she had
Yeah.
like cornrows and shit?
Yep.
Stephen Ray is stuck
Oh
in
my
the car.
god. That-
From the car.
The herb.
Was that not
It was
good?
the
I-
herb.
I've never seen it.
Nina Safari.
It's an interesting idea is about a guy who gets hit. He's stuck to the car, and she drives it home, and doesn't want to save him. And she doesn't
Yeah,
want to
that
get in
movie
trouble.
is
based
so-
off the real story that
Yeah.
happened. Yeah.
Interesting movie.
They're
And he-
almost everybody in this chat saying though that he's a master of horror. I don't think that when you look at that top tier though, I don't think Gordon would be in that tier. Like I think he would be good. Like when you look at the people that are in the good tier, I mean he's a great director. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think he would be like Hitchcock, Fulci,
Right.
Romero. You know, like
Right. No, I think good is the spot for Sarah
good.
Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Fortress. It's my favorite of his.
Oh yeah, I always forget about that one.
Good one.
Yeah, that's good.
Clive Barker is next. I think we all know Clive Barker stuff. Hellraiser.
Yeah.
He did
Nightbreed.
Nightbreed and Lord of Illusions.
Yeah.
Candyman. Well, that was
Yeah.
his story, at least. Yeah, man, you can't. Like, Clive Barker is definitely one of the masters of horror.
I would think so.
Yeah, especially for like all his written work, the novellas, the books of blood, all that stuff. I mean, yeah, master for sure, I'd say.
I feel like everybody's just losing their fucking mind today or something. Like everybody's saying good on him and like master on Strict. What?
Well,
Like,
Clive Barker, I mean, to be fair, he only directed, 4 films?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Just as a director, and I'm not really big on Nightbreed or...
Yeah, that's why I said his written work. I mean, I'm not sure how many of you guys like actually read his stuff, or even the chat for that matter.
But this is
I don't know a lot of his written stuff.
This is a
I know he's
director
a good-
list.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like off the written stuff, for sure he's master, but director, I mean,
I'm saying as
I
a
would put him
direct-
in good personally. It's I like Hellraiser. I would rather watch Reanimator personally, and From Beyond. That's just more my taste. But I mean, I can respect him. I would put him in good.
yeah, I mean, because what Hellraiser is his first movie. That's a pretty good movie for your
It's an
first
iconic
film.
movie.
Yeah, like that's good. So yeah,
Wait, did he only direct like 3 movies? Hellraiser, Nightbreed, and Lord of Illusions?
He didn't.
I
Yeah.
had no idea.
yeah.
I thought he directed like. Hold on.
So if he only did those 3, I mean, Hellraiser good. I'm not big on Nightbreed. Lord of Illusions, I don't mind. But I would say there's probably more Stuart Gordon films I like than Clive Barker.
I mean, do you think 3 bangers is enough to get him into?
Well,
that
that's what when I
category?
first
You know what I'm
started thinking about this list, I was like, what are we going to do for certain people that did like a like classic legit film that changed the entire genre, but maybe didn't do as much after that?
saying? Right.
To me, like Hellraiser is like a game changing kind of movie. So it's like,
Oh, that'd
what
be
do you
interesting.
do?
We get to Toby Hooper.
That's exactly what I was
Right.
thinking of. By the way,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
so you
It's up
got
to you guys. Either's fine with me.
for
Crystal,
him
I
to-
agree. Hellraiser 3 is becoming my favorite too, which is weird.
Fuck, bulls. I hate the way IMDb is set up now. If I never said that before. God.
Hellraiser 3 is the one that had the backstory for Pinhead, right?
Oh yeah, Hellraiser
Yeah.
3 is the one where he's stuck in that like thing of souls or whatever, and it's more like the real world type
It's
thing.
CD head. That's how I remember it.
Yeah, it's almost like
Yeah.
they wanted to make it a little bit more like
I think that was
like an
the
Elm Street
last
type
like
movie or
really
something.
good Hellraiser movie too. Like they really fell off after that one.
You don't like Bloodline?
No, not really.
Wow, I dig Bloodline.
I would. Okay, we can put him in good. I mean, if that's
put him
what
next to
we're doing.
AJ Styles up there. Right there.
AJ Styles. You don't want none. I gonna get none. The man, the myth, the legend, the ornery old fucker that likes to smoke weed and play video games, John Carpenter.
Oh, he's gonna be in this.
That's not.
Master.
That's not.
No
yeah.
debate there.
I would like. I don't know. He'd be somewhere in 1 or 2 up here to me.
Actually, if it's okay to ask each one, which do you like more, Carpenter or Romero? I could guess Uncle Bill's Romero. But what
I, mean,
about
I don't even
the
know
others?
though, man. To be honest,
Okay.
like,
If you had to pick, which would you like more, or do you like more? Same with the chat.
Carpenter for
I
me.
would say Carpenter personally, but Romero, it is close, dude. Though,
Yeah.
as a
Romero's
whole
nice
body
guy.
of work, it would be Carpenter. But like, as like probably 2 films that I like more than any of the other films, it would be Romero.
You know, somebody was bringing up. Have you guys heard anything about Assault on Precinct 13? They were supposed. Didn't Vinegar Syndrome do like this big restoration on that, and they were supposed to bring it out? Like this was probably 2 years ago.
I never heard of
I don't remember. I don't remember hearing that.
For 4K or
Yeah. It was a 4K remaster on it or whatever. They announced it and everything. I mean, they were doing like a theatrical run of it, I think, then. But
Oh, okay. I don't remember that.
All right, UB, there's a couple super chats that want
Yeah,
to
I
be
saw that.
acknowledged.
I just
Okay.
saw that. All right.
I know it's an important
Okay,
question.
y'all ever tried popcorn with grape?
No, never.
No, I never did it.
you
And
can't
then
buy
Hopium.
grapeseed oil here in Eastern Kentucky.
Did you guys ever see the Castle Freak remake? It's an absolute winner. By winner, I mean a huge pile of.
Oh
poo
man,
and-
you had me going for a second. I haven't. I don't think it's open
No.
yet. So you're saying it's not good?
They did a
Open
remake.
Garner. You gonna eat your
Yeah.
cornbread?
Didn't know they did a remake.
All right, I've got no idea who this next guy is, so you'll have to tell me.
Jack Arnold of the Creature from the Black Lagoon and the sequel, Revenge of the Creature.
What else? That's it.
Incredible Shrinking, Man, the Monster on Campus.
I already said that, Skill.
What?
The Metallic Marcus comment. Like, yeah.
Now
it
that I'm
is.
looking at Cronenberg, it does start to look like Jamie Lee Curtis too to me. A little
It
bit.
does. The more you look at it, the more.
Creature from the Black Lagoon. No, man, that's another example of a guy that that's a pretty fucking iconic movie for
Of
one
course.
movie. And it was in 3D back in the day, so pretty inventive.
Well then, well, all right.
I have no idea on this one, man. Like,
I would say good. I guess.
Meh. I mean, do you like Creature from Black Lagoon? Like, do you really like the movie?
I like it. I mean, I don't even know if I don't remember anything about the sequel.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. Let's
I'd
just
say
put him in.
meh.
Let's just put him in. Man, move the fuck
It's
on.
very creative though, and ahead of its time, like a lot of the shots and stuff. So
Yeah.
I think that's James Wan next.
It is.
yes,
Yeah. So James Wan Saw. We're talking about like The Conjuring, Malignant, all kinds of different stuff.
He's good. I gotta give
Insidious,
I think, man, I think he's kind of a master at this
Dead
point.
Silence was a really good one. I like that one a lot.
I
You
think
would
he
put
might
him in
be-
Master?
I would put him in master.
I think like of all the younger guys, he's probably the one that's the closest that could be.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think he.
Told you,
Yeah.
they need to make a new show, man, and get some of these people up on there. That'd be kind of sick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wan is the shit. Okay, buddy. Okay.
Maybe you just saw Aquaman.
Well, the funny thing though
is
too
Hunger
is
Games' profile thing Baron Corbin? Is that what that
it
is?
looks like it. Yeah.
That's perfect somehow.
King Corbin
King,
at that.
yeah, King Corbin.
King Corbin, yeah. What do y'all think?
I mean, Saw and The Conjuring are good. I really like Malignant.
I thought the first Insidious was. I loved the first one.
Yeah, I did too. I
I
would.
would have no
Good.
problem put him on Master for me.
I don't think he's like. I think he's in that league at this point.
Or at least good, at least high good.
Yeah, no lower than good.
People are going to shit themselves, but I believe he's in the
I
master.
think that. Yeah, I think it's a fair. You know, he's a
I mean, you
master
gotta.
for
Yeah,
sure.
you gotta.
Up next is Jim Thorpe. Who
Who's that?
the hell is this guy?
James Whale, who did Frankenstein and the Bride of
yeah.
Frankenstein and the
I
Invisible
mean-
Man.
Yeah, I think he's. I think we know.
Yeah, I'd put him in Master.
Yeah, that guy's.
Yeah,
He'd be up here.
the
Yeah.
two best Frankenstein movies of all time is his.
What this next was
Yeah.
really, really interesting.
Bro, he's going to Master. I don't even want to hear anything about it.
Joe Dante, Gremlins,
Fucking Burbs, dude.
Yeah,
Birds,
Burbs is one of my favorites.
Matinee,
So yeah,
The Howling,
Looney Tunes back in action.
back in action.
He
Was
did.
it
Didn't he
Baby's
do
Day Out or
episodes?
something?
He did episodes of Tales from
Explorers.
the
You
Crypt.
know, the more I think about him, the more I think like his movies really didn't get enough credit at all.
No,
Like,
he's very
Yeah.
underrated, man.
Mhm.
I mean,
He did the original Piranha.
yeah, did he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Fuck, I
Inner
don't-
Space. Remember that one? That one's kind of a little underrated.
Inner Space is another one I loved when I was a kid. Yeah.
Very fun one. Inner Space.
Hmm.
I put him in Masters. I feel like that's
would.
that's fair considering his body of work.
Yeah, oh, hell yeah, Master for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, he did Small Soldiers. Someone brought up. Yeah,
All right.
The first half Explorers, because the second half.
Bobby, dude. Bobby, my Instagram, my YouTube is at Born to Be Rad
Uh huh.
on YouTube.
yeah.
Bobby is
Not
pretty
Gareth
loyal.
Go
Bobby's
over
got
there.
a super chat.
Back
Here we
off,
go.
Garrett. He's mine.
It would if they did a Punky Brewster movie where she goes hiking and treasure hunting. I love Punky Brewster, by the way.
I'll talk
Another
all about
one where she
some stuff.
saves Henry from kidnapping. Take a page from one of Pippi Longstocking's movies where she saves her father's pirates from pirates, I guess. Punky will do the same.
You know, Bobby, as
Well-
much as you've taught about, I've never seen Punky Brewster.
Oh, I've
Maybe I
seen
have to
Punky a
watch
lot.
it.
I'll talk
I
about
love
Punky all
Punky.
day
Me
long.
and Garrett love Punky to death. Actually, listen,
Punky
the
got some
star-
massive hooters like when she was around 14 or 15 years
She's coming to a
old.
convention near
star-
me.
I wouldn't
soon,
notice.
So I'll make sure to get a picture with her for you.
The star of Punky Brewster, though, is Lil Moon Fry, who is my cousin, by the way.
That means Uncle Bill loves her even more, right?
Yeah, so just to let you know that, Bobby, that's my cousin.
Bullshit.
Funny it is. Shut
I
the
call
fuck up.
bullshit.
That's why he likes Sidekicks so much, because he used to hang out with her old boyfriend
Yeah.
out at the brand.
You and Garrett need to do a
time.
Punky Brewster live stream.
I would do it in a minute. I love that show back in the day. I have no idea who the
I
next
haven't
guy
looked at a
is.
refrigerator the same way in a long time. You know,
That's Joe Lynch, Uncle Bill, one of your favorites.
Holy shit, are you kidding? Put him on there.
No, I thought it'd be funny because he is definitely the drizzling shit.
Yeah,
I disagree.
Yeah, I don't know
very
if I'd say drizzling shits. I mean, he did a few that were pretty solid.
I really like Mayhem. I think
I
that's
was
a very
just gonna
good
mention
one.
that. That's fun.
I know
he
Uncle
did
Bill
do, he
likes
did
that
do
movie.
Mayhem. Yeah, so I don't think I can put him in the drill.
Everly, I think, is a very fun one with Selma Hayek. Action film Everly. Ron Turn 2 is not that bad.
I actually
Considering
really
the
like
stuff
Ron Turner.
afterward.
You
Right,
remember when?
exactly.
Remember, CK? Wasn't it you that got the magnet, the refrigerator magnet from Wrong Turn 2? I think it was. Like
I've still
You
got
pulled
it. I still got it over there.
you pull it apart, it's like the woman, and it like had two pieces, and it came.
It was a
apart.
pretty cool magnet. Yeah.
Wow.
I
That
would
movie,
put him.
I hate that movie. I'm not a fan of that movie at all.
Well, you got a good magnet, at least.
Yeah, you got to get magnet out of
It
it.
was one of the cooler promotional items I got back in the day.
But I really do like Mayhem and Everly, at least. And
I've never seen those, so I don't know.
Mayhem is like the Belko Experiment, if you ever seen that. It's a bit like that plot.
It's a really
seen
good
that,
movie,
Belko, yeah.
honestly.
I mean,
But I'm a big Samara Weaving mark, so
Same here.
She's a good actress.
Aaron's upset that we didn't like Romulus. He's really upset. By the way.
Fuck Romulus. Mark, what's your impression of that guy again? Andy? There you go.
the fucking android.
Oh my god, that was like, remember, he's like, it's all practical. That thing was the least practical thing I've seen in a movie in a long time.
But they fixed it on Blu-ray, they swear this time.
Fixed
Yeah,
it.
it's fine. It's fine now.
They rushed it out to the theater and then fixed it later.
They swear it.
They fixed it on. We fixed it.
But
on-
Joe Lynch, I mean, I like him, but it's up to you guys. Where to put him. I like him.
Somebody
though.
just tell me because I really don't care.
I'd put him in there.
All right.
Sure.
That's Stanley Kubrick. I
Yeah.
think that's a no-brainer too.
That's Master. Gotta.
Oh yeah.
Gotta.
All right. So let me ask you guys then, since Rambo did this earlier, what's your favorite Kubrick film?
Shining.
Yeah, The Shining.
I would probably have to say the same.
Full
what's
Metal
your-
Jacket's pretty killer too. Like
I was gonna
probably
say,
the
like,
second.
yeah,
Say,
no love for Full Metal Jacket or fucking
It'd be between those two.
Clockwork
for me.
Orange.
Full Metal Jacket, my second favorite of his.
Same.
I like Eyes Wide Shut a lot too. I don't
Eyes
know
Wide
if you guys
Shut,
know
yeah.
that movie.
Yeah.
I like Clockwork Orange a lot.
Dr. Strangelove is good.
That's the best question ever. Would you watch a Bloodsport prequel about the
I would.
OK USA guy?
I 100% would.
Okay, USA.
Uh,
I want to know more about it. That's a prequel worth it.
holy shit. That guy's great.
Who's
The
this
next
guy?
one is
Chad Nicholson?
Lamberto Bava.
Limberto Bava. I'm going to tell you the truth right now.
I like him a lot.
I do too.
I'd put him in Master.
I would too. But
I better be careful what I say here, though.
When it comes to Italian horror stuff, like I think he's one of the more underrated guys. Probably.
I would put him in good. I mean, but the reason I said that is because Is he the one that did the delirium one from
Yeah.
Vinegar Syndrome? I just got that, and I was doing like a show, and I was saying, I was like, oh, this is one of those Bava movies or whatever, talking about it, and some guy gets so mad at me in the comment section. He's like, how dare you tell people it's Mario Bava? I didn't say Mario Bava at all. I just said
Eric,
Bava.
Your fan base is really like pissing me off.
They're
I don't even-
unforgiving too. They're like,
He was so upset, man. I felt bad. I didn't know. I was like, shit, I gotta be more clear next time. He's swaying people in the wrong direction. I'm like, I didn't say anything about Mario.
Swaying people, how dare you? Like,
You're a lot nicer than me. Yeah.
so what are we doing here?
we did both of the Demons movies.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
okay.
alone. I mean,
Did Macabre, which is one of my favorites. He
Yeah.
did.
He basically did Shock as well. I mean, he was assistant director on that, but the story is he directed the entire movie.
He did
That's a
Blade in the
killer.
Dark. That's another great one.
Bleed in the dark.
One step away from me.
Sure, go for it. I haven't seen. I like Demons and Demons 2. Those are good.
All right, I want to put him in there just because I don't care.
I mean, good,
Sure.
yeah. What good ski? Oh, he's going all the way
Good?
up. Oh,
Where's he going? Where's he going?
I think
thought
he's
he was
good.
All right, fine.
You think Master?
I'd say Master. Yeah.
That's fine.
Holy mackerel!
I
All right.
don't give a fuck.
Where did he put his dad then, though? Actually,
That's true. Larry Cohen is
Ooh.
next. So Larry
He's
Cohen,
another one I think is a
primarily
little
writer.
underrated, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but the
Yeah, he's-
stuff.
God Told Me To, which is
God Told Me
underrated. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
he's different, but I think it's.
Did he
I'd even
do,
say Q of the Winged
Q?
Serpent's a cool
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
Mhm.
It's Alive. I mean, they're all kind of like those. His movies are basically what I really like in like horror movies, like It's Alive. I mean, I even thought Return to Salem's Lot was good in its own way. The Stuff was one of my favorites. Maniac Cop.
I love the ambulance.
Oh
They're
yeah, I forgot about
brothers.
that one.
I mean, once you name off his filmography like all together like that, it's kind of like. I mean, he's.
Well, I know you guys aren't really Maniac Cop fans, so I don't know if that deters it for you.
Well, the parade is the big thing that I didn't like.
He's going to bring that up.
He hates parades for no reason.
That's why I brought up. Just wait for break.
The Stuff is great. I love the Stuff.
Stuff is good.
I would put him. I would put him in good.
I think he's good. Yeah.
All right. We're really like this is hard to get in the master list here. God damn.
I mean, I guess if you do like Romulus, if you're tuning
For
in, you're
me,
probably really pissed off, right?
The only person still look. That
He
list.
looks like he's about to go to prison too. Like,
One of these things is not like the others.
He's sitting there sweating. He's about to shit his pants. Is what it looks like.
All right,
Yeah,
who's
stroke.
next? Who's this guy? I have no
That's
idea.
Lee Winnell.
He might get. We might get.
I think Faday's going to have some company.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, CK, I know you're not a big fan of at least his last two movies. You didn't like Invisible Man. I know that.
What else did he do? Invisible Man, The Wolf Man is getting terrible reviews. Everybody hates The Wolf Man.
Before that, he did Upgrade.
Oh
Fuck
well,
that.
that's that's better than those other.
Didn't he? Wasn't he a part of that group that was doing some of them Saw sequels and shit too?
He's
Didn't
James Wan's buddy. He
He
wrote.
wrote Saw 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he's
I
in
know.
it.
All right, boys. Hold on. He did as a. We're talking about directors now. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
as a director, he has done.
I liked The Invisible Man. Actually liked that movie.
Did
A
you see
lot of people
Wolfman?
liked it. Yeah.
Okay.
I know you did. So
He's
he-
done
yeah.
5 movies as a director. Okay, he did.
5.
Yeah,
Insidious 3. Holy shit.
He did Upgrade, Insidious Chapter 3, The Invisible Man, Deftones, some sort of Deftones short or something, and Wolfman.
But didn't he write the first Insidious though?
Yeah, but this is a directing.
he-
here.
Yeah, but it's
Based on those movies, man, he's got to be in the shits or the drizzly. shit.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think Invisible Man was terrible. I watched it again the other day after I saw Wolfman, and I actually liked it less than I did originally. I thought Wolfman was okay. It has a lot of problems, but it was entertaining enough. I haven't I don't remember Upgrade me liking it, but I don't remember it that much.
I'm sorry, but somebody just brought up the farmer out of nowhere.
Y'all pick up your trading
I don't know.
cards.
I'd put him in meh, but that's just me.
I'd say meh as well.
I think he's at least in the shits.
I'd put him in the shits. Who's
Yeah.
breaking the?
What
What's
about you, Rambo?
the score?
You're the tiebreaker.
While I do like the Invisible Man, I'll put him in the shits.
There we go.
Because Wolfman, it doesn't look that good to me. Insidious 3, that's shit.
I think Wolfman would have been pretty good if there was actually a Wolfman in the movie.
Look at
Where
that,
would hell?
Well,
look at that fucking guy's face too, man.
Yeah.
He belongs to the shits. What the fuck? You got him in me.
Oh, I got him in me. There we go. I don't know who this guy is either.
That's Lucky McKee.
Oh,
What's the most underrated director?
what happened to him?
I have no idea.
He disappeared.
What happened to Angela Bettis for that fucking matter?
He's doing like really like he did like a very low budget independent movie called The Old Man like 3 or 4 years ago. I think it's the last thing that he did.
Like, what kind of movies do you do? I do a movie called Woman, Old Man.
Well, you Neil Young? Oh man. Look at me.
What else do you do? Woods.
Ethel singing it or something.
I'm a
Ramsey.
like you.
That'd
So
be a
would you,
killer idea, yeah.
would you say he's one of those directors that you feel should have had a bigger career
Yeah.
than?
Yeah,
Yeah, Lord, yeah.
yeah, I agree.
I think May is a classic, like an underrated classic.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody talks. Actually, like it's split with people most of the time. People either love it or they hate it, which I think is interesting. And I don't really understand it, but I always love that movie.
I thought The Woman was a good movie as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do too.
What else did he do? Woods? I don't remember that old
The
one.
Woods was like I think one of his. That was kind of a flop. I think that was semi-mainstream, and it didn't do that well.
Did he do one called Roman?
Yeah.
He's acting in that. Angela Bettis directed that.
Or
one.
Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
It's about
The Roman Reigns
Tribal
story.
chief story of Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him stuff. I haven't seen his stuff in a long time, so I wouldn't have a fair opinion on it. It's been a while since I've seen his stuff, like The Woods.
I'd put him in good. I mean,
Wow, you're
He just didn't
really
have-
up there. Huh?
well, he didn't have enough time to really like have a.
Well, what does he mean with time? What is he doing?
I mean, in terms of
Like,
making
it's like he just gives up.
Oh, yeah.
What is his plan?
You
Did he
be
pass
Paul
away
Yao.
or something?
Oh,
No, he's still alive.
I'd put him in meh.
Like how you got any good movies coming up? Like, I just haven't had enough time.
Call you out, UB. What you gonna do by?
I don't know. He just dropped off the face of the earth. He hasn't had time to make.
He also
ran,
did,
He ran out of time, bro.
Sick
Dude.
Girl. The episode of Masters of Horse, Sick Girl was one of his too.
Right.
He ran out of time.
I don't think you could put him in lower than good. That'd be my opinion.
What? I mean, May is good movie, but I mean, what else has he done though?
Dude,
for
like-
one movie, he's like one hit, and
May-
goes all the way up the thing.
May is like you can't put like he made a movie like May, fucking Adam Green making them fucking Hatchet movies. I don't think that's on the same. And fucking Joe Lynch, come on, he's better than Adam Green and Joe Lynch.
I mean, I guess he's had kind of a lot of time to make some more good movies. I think. I mean, May came out in like what, early 2000s. How's he been
Okay.
doing for 25 years?
Okay, Uncle Bill, what's your rebuttal?
About what?
What Garrett said. So what
I mean,
about
I
enough
get it.
time is
Am I going to see
bullshit.
Old Man? Is that what you're telling me?
You
I'm
said you're
not.
full of shit.
I'm just. I'm looking up Lucky McKee's films. I ain't paying attention to what Gary's saying right now. Hold
You
on.
said you're full of shit.
May. It's May, The Woods, Red, The Woman,
Red.
Tales of Halloween,
He
Blood
just does
Money.
like one word movie. It's just like
He
I don't have
actually-
time for this shit.
He actually directed Death Simber. Do you remember that movie? It just came out like a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, so that's
He's
what he's
actually
been doing.
around, unfortunately.
doing that.
I forgot
Like
about
that.
that.
I forgot
I've,
about that
I've
too.
not seen that one.
I think Vinegar
Um,
Syndrome put it out, didn't
I'm
they?
still. I would
Yeah,
put
it's a bad anthology. Like 2.5 hour long anthology.
So that's where all his time went. You're telling me.
He did one of the stories. I didn't remember he did it. I tell you that.
We've been doing it for 25 years. A 2.5 hour.
Tales from Halloween is another one that's like 2.5 hours, and there's like 15 stories in it, and they all fucking suck.
That's true.
I hated that movie.
That came out in 2015. The weird thing is, he's actually been making movies this whole time. They just all sucked, and we weren't aware of that.
Let's put them in good anyway. It's just
Oh yeah.
I think just for May alone.
Based on
yeah.
May and the woman, and I probably
Actually, I forgot about Red. Red is pretty damn good. You guys ever seen that with Brian Cox? It's the Jack Ketchum adaptation. That's
You
pretty
see who's
good.
up and good? You got Landis and you've got
Yeah,
Ari Aster and Clive Barker. We're gonna throw this guy in there.
Nah, I'd put him in meh.
Gary hates Lucky McGee.
God, no,
Evidently,
I just don't
yeah.
get it.
He's gonna
Is that
put him
like
in
one
fucking
big
Joe
hit?
Lynch
Like,
and Adam Green.
Oh, what, you're gonna put him next to Stuart Gordon? Like, hey, you guys have a similar freaking like filmography. He's gonna look over like, what the hell?
Let's come back to him because I didn't realize Lucky McKee was going to be the hot topic on this fucking show.
Well, where would you put it?
Put him
Jared?
over here.
Just to me, it's any.
I would put him.
Come back.
I would put him in meh. I mean,
Okay.
personally, I mean, I know this is not what it was to say, but I would rather watch Eli Roth than this guy.
And what about
Oh
you,
my
Mark?
God.
Where would you put him, Mark?
Meh.
That's 2 mehs and 2 goods. I'm indifferent. I don't remember his movies.
Rambo, you can't break the tie though.
Is the chat going to decide on this?
Rat Hammer says throw him in master.
Let the chat decide then. Okay, is it meh or good?
At this rate, this show will be on until like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Don't all talk there was, Chad. Come on.
I don't know. Let's see how the chat's doing. We're losing people. It's becoming more of a meh show, I think, right now.
Carter says meh. Edward says meh. Anthony
Shit,
says meh.
damn.
Thank
Mike
you, guys.
says meh.
Hey, no.
Justice
Good.
Smith says shits. Jim
got
says
no-
good.
Oh, woke Rodney's in here. I didn't know what that was.
Matt Thunderdome says meh.
I guess everybody's saying meh. Go ahead and put him on
All right, we'll put him-
Mabels.
yeah.
I'm gonna be mad the rest of the fucking night.
Piss him off now.
There's a new shirt tomorrow. It's gonna say May is meh. It's gonna
Sons of
say on the shirt.
bitches.
M. Night
Oh,
Shyamalan.
no.
Drizzling
Oh,
shits.
God.
Drizzling shits.
Can't put him in.
It's almost like you
the
would look at his face. It's almost
No.
like it's
But
almost
at
like he
least-
knows that he's a.
Oh,
like
Mark,
in the
at least
chat.
from Unbreakable, the shits. At least from Unbreakable.
But he fucking ruined it with Glass. Glass is fucking terrible. Like,
Well, I ignore Glass. To me, it doesn't exist.
it's kind of hard to do that after you've seen it, though. I wish I had never seen it.
Corky Romano. It does look like.
What
it.
about the Knock at the Cabin? Wasn't too bad. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, a
That
lot of
was
movies
okay.
were okay. Really?
Signs was pretty good.
Signs?
Yeah,
Is
I like
great.
Signs.
His first 3 movies were killer, and then Village, he really messed with people. And I can respect Village more now, but I'm telling you, when I saw that in the theater that first night, I was ready to flip the fucking chairs over. Like, I was pretty pissed. And I can respect it now, but after Village, I feel like he could not get his shit together after that, unless he was just like messing with everybody, like for the rest of his
They
career.
have Lady in the Water was the next one after Village.
I mean, that
Oh
was
my
just as
God
bad. Like,
almighty.
I
Actually, you
don't
know
know
what?
Last
damn-
Airbender was
I
right
changed
after
my
that.
mind. I'm with Mark, drizzling shits.
Thank you.
I mean,
Because
All right,
the-
okay.
what he's done the past 10 years is
you know what he's good at?
unbelievably
He's good at
bad.
making trailers. That's what he's good at. And it gets you always like excited. And then you watch it and you're like, what the hell happened here?
Yeah, old, trap.
Look at his face too. It's almost like he knows he's fucking with everybody. Like when he makes
Yeah,
his movie.
The Happening.
It's like a halfway smile.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
kind of like, yeah, you're gonna
Killer
see my
Win.
shit no matter what.
I did sit
Habit
through
and
that
Hope.
Trap movie, and that was like enough to, yeah.
You're excited about the movie now, but we'll just wait until you see the whole thing.
Yeah. He's like, it's like his face is like he's just working everybody basically at this point.
All right, who the hell's this guy now?
It's a me, Mario.
Mario Bava.
I better be careful what I say here.
I mean, he's got to be a master. He created a whole fucking genre of movies.
Yeah, he's definitely a master. Come on.
He is.
Yeah, for sure.
Rambo ain't saying nothing. Always Rambo's quiet.
I haven't seen the much Mario Bava, sadly. I just didn't grow with his work.
Black Sabbath is killer. I mean, you can watch the English version of
Okay.
that. I love Black Sabbath, Black
Kill Baby Kill.
Sunday. Yeah,
Black
Kill Baby
Sunday.
Kill.
Twitch of the Death. Norv.
Black Sabbath and Black Sunday.
Blood and Black Leaf, baby.
Blood and
that's
Black
great.
Lace. I think this
Love that
next one
The
is
Bay of
Mary
Blood. Yeah, it's another one. Yeah, go
Is
ahead.
that Mary Lambert?
Mary Lambert, yes.
Pet Cemetery.
I thought that was Tasha Yar.
1 and 2.
What else did she direct?
Urban Legend, Bloody Mary.
What else? There's gotta be something.
Did she do a Fear Itself episode or something?
Who are we talking
I'm
about
not
now?
thinking of somebody else.
She didn't,
Mary
direct,
Lambert.
she didn't direct too many movies. but
She
Pet
did Cemetery
Cemetery's
1 and 2.
Yeah,
What
Pet
did she do?
Cemetery is a big one. Yeah.
Mary Lambert, Pet Cemetery 1 and 2.
That's all she's known for?
Things apparently.
And then
Pretty
Urban
much.
I
Legend
like those.
3.
Urban Legend 3.
Bloody Mary.
Is that Final Cut? Which one is that one? With Bloody Mary. Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Meh. I like Pet
I would
Cemetery
say-
1 and 2.
I would-
mean,
Man.
yeah, she hasn't done anything. She did a bunch
Yeah.
of music videos. It looks like holy shit. She did a Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge. Garrett, we got to put her in.
You might
like,
have to move her up
Master
now.
of Horror now.
We just hit 200 people, though. So here's a good opportunity to tell people to like all these fucking videos, subscribe to all of these channels, where I whip y'all ass.
No, MTH, she did not do American Psycho. That was a different director.
That's Mary Herron, I think.
Yeah.
Got them.
They-
Go ahead.
Woke Rodney's in here, boys. So there you go.
Thank you, Woke Rodney.
I appreciate that.
I'm in love with a puddle.
Yeah,
For me.
Yeah, I think Med's fair. I mean, Pet Cemetery is a classic, and I like Pet Cemetery too, but she hasn't done enough to be considered like
Yeah.
a good.
Yeah.
Well,
What's
what about
the-
what
what's
about
the
Sally
chick-
Hardesty? What are we
Yeah,
gonna do there?
Scary say what's
Yeah.
the chick from Texas Chainsaw doing here?
She's also a filmmaker. Yeah.
Okay.
Mick Garris, boys. He's done
He
many
really-
wonderful movies.
He's snuck into the Master of Horror though thing. Remember, he's like he's always like
created
Well, he
it.
created it so he
Yeah.
could be a part
Oh,
of it.
that's
yeah.
what it was. He's like the booker. He's like booked
Yeah.
himself in. Okay.
I mean,
He's Johnny
I like-
Ace of-
I like Critters too.
I like Critters too. I like The Stand. That's
Mhm.
just what
Psycho
like.
4.
I like Psycho 4.
I like the first half of The Stand.
Unfortunately, I feel like he's got way more bad movies than he does like good movies.
Yeah.
Sleepwalkers.
Oh, come on. Here we go.
That's not that good. It's,
People shit
I
on
think the folks will say
Sleepwalkers.
Sleepwalkers is good. Now,
I
come on.
like Sleepwalkers. I'm the only one.
What?
I do. I like Sleepwalkers. You don't like
Thank
that?
you, Garrett.
I
Thank
don't.
you.
She killed someone with a corner cob in the ear or something.
He loved his mother.
Plus, he's got like a pet cat. Like I've always said this. What cop do you ever know has a fucking pet cat? Have you ever seen that? Like,
And you
no.
figure
Yeah.
Wes would be a little bit more lenient because he's a big cat guy.
That is weird though.
Yeah.
You carry around with your car. Like, what if you get shot during? Like, it's like,
What
Kills
you gonna do with a
with
cat? He's like an attack cat. Like,
Well,
What if the
cat's
guy
got
took-
quick reflexes. It can dodge the bullet.
yeah, but what if the guy took the cat and put the gun to its head and said, "Hey, cob,
That cat would claw the fuck out of him.
pussy gets it."
Okay.
Pussy.
So let's real quick. I'll review his filmography: Critters 2, Psycho 4, Sleepwalkers, The Stand, Quicksilver Highway, The Shining, fucking miniseries thing. God, Riding the Bull.
Yeah, that okay. The
Right.
Shining miniseries, and I know Dana's in here, so hi Dana. That brings him to the shits. I would say that's bad. That brings him down a notch or two.
For me, Mick Garris is like the definition of man. Like he's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah, I'd be
The
okay with that.
poster child for man. Really.
I mean, like I look at his movies and I'm like, there's nothing in it that stands out as like, oh, this was his big classic. But I mean, I like a lot of those movies because like they're just sequels and franchises that are like fun. I mean, I don't think he's an amazing director, but it's a weird list, man, because I would still prefer to watch. I'm trying to see who was on this list over here. I guess he can go in meh.
Thank you, Garrett. Appreciate that. Hold on. I agree.
He did Once Upon a Time TV show.
Nubbins.
He is. He's good at that, Nubbins. That's for sure.
This is Mike Flanagan. So
Okay.
he is. For
He
most
looks like a
people,
really nice guy too. Look at him. Look at that
is.
smile.
Dr. Sleep. He did
Midnight Math, baby.
which is one of my favorite things that's been on Netflix.
The Bly Manor thing.
Hush.
What's the one with his
Gerald's Game. Like,
Gerald's Game, yeah.
I don't think he's really missed yet, though, has he?
Oh, that's coming up. He's doing the new Exorcist movie.
Oh yeah, it's kind of Hush. He did Hush too, which is a great.
Yeah.
I think he's got the possibility of being a master of horror, but he needs to be around a little while longer. So I'd put him in good.
I agree. I can go with that. I think he's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll move him.
Then the next
Right
one's
around here.
easy.
Wes Craven. Come on. Come on.
Come in,
Master.
man. Come in.
I know some people don't like him, but I always love Wes.
I don't know. Does anybody not like Craven?
I know a few people who don't, but
Jesus. Now, how am I going to? This thing is all. Hold on.
Wow, look at this. We got a lot of masters up there,
It's
huh?
all janked up now. It's all jankum.
It'll be okay. We can move it back and forth.
I'll just reduce it here in a minute. I don't know who this guy is.
That's Neil Marshall.
Seamus? Oh, Neil Marshall. Okay. Neil Marshall did Dog Soldiers.
Oh, I hate that movie.
Descent.
Tales
He
from
did that
Halloween.
awful movie. What's that
Half
awful
the
movie?
fucking
he did?
people on this list did Tales from Halloween. How many damn directors?
Doomsday.
Doomsday. That's it. Awful.
Doomsday's a gigantic piece of shit.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, I love Descent, but I mean that's the only movie out of his category.
Didn't he
that I
do
actually
the
like.
newest Hellboy movie? Wasn't that? Didn't he direct that? The
He
latest.
kind of did, but they took it like they wouldn't let him direct it, but his name's on it. But his name's on the film. I adore Dog Soldiers. It's my favorite werewolf.
See,
film.
I'm like the only person who fucking hates that movie. I
Nah,
feel
you're
like
not the
it's
only
so
one. There's
overrated. I
people in
don't
the
know.
chat who don't like it.
I mean,
Really? I feel like I did a werewolf, my top 10 favorite werewolf movies, and that wasn't on there. And you should see how many people were so upset that,
Nah,
that wasn't on the list.
Mattel and Mark feels the same way. A Matter of Pat feels the same way in the chat. So, but I love Dog Soldiers. But I don't think Wes is a big fan.
No, I'm not a big. What's his name? Sean Petrie or whatever the hell his name is. I don't like
So
him.
there you go.
So what are we going to do with this guy? Because in my opinion,
actually, I made it
Descent
worse.
is great.
Sean
I have to
Pertwee,
say,
that's his name.
I love it, but we can't just base it on one or two movies, right?
Gotta make it
Yeah, I'd say he's the Neil Marshall's overall kind of like the Descent's really good, but I think Man's a good spot for Neil Marshall.
All right.
Fucking poor Herschel Cohen Lewis is stuck in
What's
the-
funny is drizzled shit. I'm not Shyamalan.
Two people in it.
Adam Green is 2 levels up from him, not Shyamalan.
All right. Next up is Peter Jackson. I
Oh,
think he's a
man.
master.
I
I think
say
even if he didn't do any of the Lord of the Rings movies, like just for those 2 fucking movies, Bad Taste and Dead Alive, I would have considered him a master. Those movies were
Do you-
unlike anything I saw at the time. That they
you want to
came
put him
out.
up top because of the Feebles up there?
It's not a bad movie either, really.
For what it is, hell no.
Yeah, for horror, I would put Master, but I hate everything he's done after horror.
Yeah, I would say he's the horror movies that he did are all pretty damn memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
don't.
here's to hoping that one day he might do something else horror related.
But what's his deal with all of his movies? Why are they all stuck on DVD? Like none of
A
those
great
movies-
question. Yeah.
I think
would love to know the answer.
the story is that he was working on remastering them or whatever, but I haven't heard
Yeah,
anything
and-
about that. And
He was going to use AI like James Cameron did.
I think
should,
he's,
I don't know.
he's a victim of his own success, really. Like, he just got too big with those Lord of the Rings movies, and now he's just doing the George Lucas thing. He's like, oh, God, everything's going to be killed on this. So I ain't going to release it.
Those films fucking suck as Lord of the Rings.
I didn't. I've never seen them, so
Those
I can't say anything.
If you
I
like
think that's
the
a
sleeping
great decision.
film, a lot of people walk in those movies.
well, it is
Even
a
the-
journey.
Even the trees
Yeah.
walk. fucking trees walk too. in that
Listen, you
movie.
can't talk about Lord of the Rings because we'll lose half the fucking subscribers. And
Everybody loves Lord of the Rings.
And I'll be like, I'm unsubscribing, you piece of shit. No.
That
Well,
soundtrack with the flute was so killer.
They don't want to hear me then. Fuck Lord of the Rings.
Frodo is Bob.
And King Kong where he's dancing with the fucking lady on the ice.
The Frighteners. What about the Frighteners, Rambo?
Oh yeah,
I love the
Not a lot
Frighteners.
of
I said
Yeah, I
everything
love that
after
one.
horror, which is the Frighteners. Everything after that I hated.
There was another
I
one
love
that he
the
did
Frighteners.
called the what was it called? Beautiful Creatures or something like that.
Heavenly
that was
Creatures.
That was
Oh, that was a
really
pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, let's just put him up there because I feel like he needs
Yeah,
just
Master's
for horror related shit. The next guy looks like the dude from the A Team. I don't know who that is.
That's
Part.
Peter Medic from the Shang-Lang.
Wait, what?
He did
I
a
don't know.
Changeling.
The Changeling.
Oh, that's
Yo,
What
a good
else
one.
did he do? He did
Species
something.
2. He did Species 2.
Breaking.
I don't think he did a whole lot.
No, he didn't do a whole lot. Especially like horror stuff. I think the Shang-Lang was
Yeah,
pretty
there's
much-
nothing really. I'm looking at his thing right now. That's it, man. Like,
I mean, what do we
it's
do in a
Species
case
2
like
and
that?
Changeling.
But the Shang-Lang is the shiznit.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like some of these guys only did a couple of movies, but they're killer. Like, what do we do in that situation?
I don't know.
Probably Mam because they didn't prove themselves enough.
They have to go through like the development farm.
Yeah, he's still waiting on more. He needs more
He's
time.
in NXT. Like,
A power plant.
yeah, power play. All right. I
Him and
honest
the other
to
guy, what was
God,
the other guy, Lee McCoy, or whatever. They need more time still.
Lee McCoy. You mean Lee Winnell?
Whatever. What the hell? The guy what was the guy that did
Lee
May? What was that?
McCoy. That sounds like somebody here is like
Lee
a
Majors.
fucking truck driver or something. Lee McCoy trucking.
No, who did
That's-
May? Who did May?
Lucky
Lucky
McKee.
Lucky
Lee
McKee. That's what I meant. he's in developmental with him. They need a little
What
more
the
time
fuck?
to polish
Okay,
themselves up.
we'll put it because he just doesn't have enough movies. All right, I have no idea who this guy is either.
That's Eggers, Robert Eggers.
Oh god, here we go.
See, this is going to be a big split right here.
I mean, I think he's a great filmmaker. To be honest with you,
I do.
I'm not
too.
the biggest fan of all his movies, but I mean, I think he's good at what he does.
I'd rather watch M. Night Shyamalan's movies than fucking this.
I knew that was going.
Drizzly shits for me.
Listen, I didn't hate Nosferatu. I just didn't like the look of.
I love his
Nosferatu.
porn mustache.
I think that was a
I
very
even
poor
like
choice.
the
Truck driver. Burt
wasn't he
Reynolds.
the guy that did the Northman? Wasn't that his?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't like that one though.
I liked it, man.
Look,
I-
To me, of any of these guys, if I'm being honest, of any of the new guys that are coming out from A24, like he's my favorite. I like The Witch. I like The Lighthouse. I didn't like Nosferatu. I thought Nosferatu was my least favorite of his
he
films.
cast our bitch the Hammerhead, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, who?
And Anya Taylor-Joy.
The Hammerhead.
That's fine.
She's like one of them lizards that can see like different, move their eyes over here.
She's like one of the oddly attractive people.
Highly attractive hammerheads.
Yeah.
can see
She's
360.
a sexy hammerhead.
Oh,
Her
my
eyes go
God.
like here and here.
Yeah. She's watching shit behind her while she's looking in front.
That's Outback Jack's granddaughter.
I mean, I would put him in good. I would say even.
I would too. I don't think he's like a master or anything. I don't think he's.
I think he needs more time. I think still.
The Witch is like,
fine with
you can say what you want to, but man, The Witch, when it came out, that was one of those movies that everybody was fucking talking about.
Well, it's still a great movie. I think.
Yeah.
I think he needs more time. I think he's in the same boat as someone like Jordan Peele, where like in Ari Aster, where they don't have that many movies, but give us a couple more bangers, and I think they'll easily move up the ranks.
All right. So let's
I
put
wish
him
he
in
had
good.
0 movies.
Rambo. All right, Roger Corman as a director. Now listen, he's produced like 50,000 movies, but we're doing a director.
I'm actually a fan of like some of the stuff that he did in the 50s, like the Edgar Allan Poe movies. The thing that I had him sign was Tales of Terror with Peter Lorre and Vincent Price.
I've actually got to look up what he's done as a director because I don't even know.
I've got him on here.
What's he got?
Death Race 2000 he did.
Bucket of Blood, baby. Bucket of Blood with his.
Bucket of Blood with Dick.
The original Little House on the Little Shop of Horror.
Little House on
Little
the
House
Prairie.
of Horror.
Well,
The Little Shop of Horror with Jack Nicholson, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And The Raven, he did The Pit and the Pendulum. There was a lot of those Edgar Allan Poe like anthology movies that he did like right together in like the early 60s, I think. But then he pretty much just quit directing movies. I think he hadn't directed anything at all since like the late 80s. And then it was like pretty sparse from the 60s to the 80s.
Yeah.
So, but I liked everything that I ever saw of his that he directed. I really liked a lot.
I mean, I think he's gonna be respected enough to get up there for sure.
Yeah, somebody said he's a de facto. It's like almost giving like somebody an honorary Oscar or something. Like I feel like just for everything he did, he should probably be up there.
Yeah, and I think when he died, he was legit one of the richest guys in Los Angeles or whatever. I had heard that.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd been around so fucking long. He was like almost 100 years old, right?
He was in his 90s. Yeah. Sam Raimi, Evil Dead. I mean, if we're going through horror films, like it's a little bit harder. If you're going through all of his films, I mean, he would definitely be a master.
I mean, I think he's probably a master. I mean, even if the ones that are like on that thriller, like The Gift and Simple Plan, like those are both really good movies.
I was just thinking about
Simple
The
Plan
Gift.
is insanely good. Like,
Yeah.
and so is The Gift.
Say, I mean, what is he doing now? Like, is he still doing
Bunch
like
of
Marvel?
stupid ass superhero
He's
movies.
like producing a bunch of shit. Yeah.
I would have to put him in master, though. I really would.
All right, I'm definitely down with that. Okay, who is this? My grandmother.
That is Sergio Martino.
Holy shit! Sergio
Godfathers
Martino.
of the Jail.
I mean, he's got to go in master.
Who the hell is
Well,
that?
the problem is a lot of people don't know who the fuck like he is or what he's done. But I mean,
I'm
he's
one
an
of them. I
Italian-
didn't know who the hell is he?
He's an
What does he
Italian
do?
director that did like a lot of like really early giallos.
Yeah, see, I'm not familiar with a lot of his stuff. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, I mean,
He did one of
Wait, he
Suspicious
did-
Death of the Minor is one of the big ones.
Did he really do American Tiger? I freaking love that movie.
He did one of my all-time
AKA
favorite
American
movies.
Rickshaw. Is that him?
He did The Great Alligator.
Is that the one with Donald Pleasance turns to a pig?
Yes, it is that one.
Scorpion
Oh
with Two
my God.
Tails.
You don't like that? It's like a,
No,
it's like a
I just
weird, like
remember
a-
that scene.
Yeah, it's
that-
like a weird, like I always think of it as like a weird. What's the movie there with oh my god, Chinatown or whatever it's called there, Carpenter.
Oh,
Big Trouble
Oh,
in China?
Big Trouble in
Yeah.
Little China. Yeah.
It's yeah. It kind of reminds me a little
Okay.
bit of that.
No, I just remember seeing a clip of Donald Pleasance turn to a pig. I'm like, what the hell is this movie?
That's American Rickshaw. I love that movie.
Okay. No, I'm not familiar with the director, so I can't answer the question.
Didn't Martino do What Have They Done to Solange?
No, I think that was Massimo Dallamano.
Oh, that's right. I fucking okay.
Torso was one of
Yeah,
his. That was one of the
Torso,
early
yeah.
slasher movies.
Yep, Torso's
Okay.
great.
Your Vice's Locked Room and Only I Have the Key. It's probably one of the best names of a slasher or a
It is.
giallo movie of all time. Case of Scorpion's Tail's a good one. The Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward.
Yep.
Like his stuff was right around the time when Argento's was coming out. Like they came out right around the same time, the early 70s. And he was right there with Argento around that time, I think.
I'd agree, yeah.
I don't know enough of his stuff to say anything, but the ones I know I thought were pretty good, like Torso and Rickshaw, and I think there was another one I just saw that I did. Oh, Hands of Steel, which is a kind of a loony movie, but
Ronnie Garvin.
it was fun.
That's the Hands of Stone.
That's Hands of Stone. Sorry. I'd put him in good. I don't,
Yeah, I would say
think
that.
he was a little bit too experimental, even for like that time period. To be honest, with some of those movies.
Uh-oh.
Oh
see.
my god!
Our favorites.
So,
Jen and Sylvia, boss.
Oh god.
They're going to be joining Shyamalan.
They're going to be.
on there.
Exaggeration. Share.
So consistent. They've not
Yeah.
made one movie I've liked at all. So
Yeah.
Catherine
No.
Isabel looked amazing in American Mary, though.
she's great
tell you that.
looking.
Oh, yeah. I won't disagree with that.
Did you know that
Nice.
one of the Soska sisters was in one of those Lucifer Valentine movies before they become a director or whatever?
And they never want to talk about that either.
Ooh,
I
that's the toughest subject, baby, for them, cause
Don't they talk to me about it.
I heard they goggled something, baby. They don't want to talk about what they goggled on that movie.
It was just Lysol or Listerine.
They did didn't they do the Kane movie?
See No
Evil
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 2.
2.
Oh, the sequel.
Yeah. We got a super chat.
Oh, Jesus. Let's see.
Super chat.
Top 3 directors for Freddie Lit are Stanley Kubrick, David Fincher, and John Carpenter. That's not a bad list.
There you go, Freddie.
Be worse.
Yeah, Fincher hasn't done enough horror, so he wouldn't have been on this list.
This is an interesting guy next, though. I know who it is. It's Steve Miner.
Oh, okay.
Friday the 13th, 2 and 3, House,
Yep.
Soul Man.
Soul Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll get a Blu-ray of that.
Classic. I don't know if we're gonna get a 4K.
I don't
of that.
think we'll get a Blu-ray of that if I'm guessing.
Double feature
No.
Saw the South.
He also did Day of the Dead 2008, though. So
He did
I have
like
a movie over
classic.
here. Let me hold on. Let me see if I can find that.
Halloween H2O was his as well.
Yeah.
right.
Forever
He did
Young.
episodes of Felicity.
Warlock.
He
Dawson's
has good
Creek.
movies over there, though.
Yeah.
He did Big
Dude.
Bully with
No shit. Like
Rick
I've
Moranis.
said this before, and people make fun of me, but I think the one episode he did a bunch of episodes of Dawson's Creek, but there is one that's like a scream, like it's like a fucking Scream episode.
Huh.
And I think that he directed that one too. So it's
Shit,
almost
he
like
did-
a slasher episode of Dawson's Creek. It's actually pretty good.
Rat
I don't
Hammer
know.
says 4K of Soul Man coming from Vinegar Syndrome. I
If
don't know.
anybody hasn't said this, he did Warlock too, though, which I think is
Yeah,
great.
that's a good one.
I mean, he's got a lot of really great movies,
Yeah.
honestly.
I would say good.
High end of good, or like the mid end of good, I guess.
Bobby has a question for us. Let's see what he's
All
got.
right.
Mid end, at least, are good.
What if you were to adopt a kid and the child care worker said you're too old to take care of a child? What would you do?
That's like story of my life.
Is it?
You're too old.
You're too old for this
I'm
child.
old to adopt.
What would you do, Mark?
I wouldn't adopt him to begin
What would
with.
you do for a Klondike bar, Mark?
I'd do as little as I had to.
I would
That's one of the most existential questions we've ever had on here, Bobby. I really don't know what I would do.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop, Uncle Bill?
No,
That's my question.
fucking mystery.
I would get Angelina Jolie and sell the kid to her.
All right, we got. How many more people we got? We got.
Dude, there's a lot.
Holy shit!
There's a lot, yeah.
We got.
That's what I'm
through.
saying. We've been bullshitting around, but I don't think anybody really has any.
All right, here, real quick. Takashi
You're gonna have to help. You're gonna have to help me with these ones here.
What do
guys.
you do?
Audition. Itchy
I
the
love
Killer.
Audition.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I think he's
Imprint.
pretty close to being a master to me. Like,
I think he is
he's
a
right on
master,
the
yeah.
line.
Driven
He's just a
shit.
different. Fucking rainbow. Damn it.
Look, buddy, he'll fucking throw you into a exploding barbed wire cage. Fuck with him.
You feel that'd be a good movie.
You'll have a piranha match with him.
Give me a Mark.
Oh, shit, I hit
What
the
happened to
wrong
the list?
Come on.
List exploded. Me and Mark in a exploding
Nah.
cave match. Mark uses damn German Blu-rays against me as weapons.
All right, let's just put him.
He hits you with some German special edition.
We got to hurry this up. High end of good or in master? Which one we doing?
I'd say
He
good.
could,
All right,
he
high
could
end
go
of
in
good.
either or of those.
Damn, Bulls, we're running out of room with this.
What the hell is going on in that chat?
Driz and shiz.
Who is?
Hey,
Who is this?
That's killer.
I can't.
That's Terrence Fisher, who did a lot of Hammer horror stuff.
Oh, I don't know anything about that shit. So
The
I'm out.
Horror of Dracula.
I mean,
I like that one.
Frankenstein.
I haven't seen a
Must
lot
Be
of those,
Destroyed.
but the Dracula ones are really good.
The Mummy from 1959 is fucking killer. Like,
Yo,
high
did you guys see-
recommendation.
Okay.
Did you see that? I don't know if it was a mess up, but they just had a Hammer Blu-ray box set. I bought yesterday on Amazon. It was like originally priced at like $70, but it was on sale for $12.
Damn.
It
Wow,
might still
that's-
be on there.
Get on there,
It's
Mark.
like a
I'm on
Hammer
it.
horror.
He's already on.
Blu-ray set. So- oh, you already on it?
Yeah.
It's a red set.
I don't
Jesus.
think this is it. Hold on, I'm looking.
Is
It was
a Blu-ray
$12
set.
yesterday.
Yeah, it's still well. This is an 8-film collection. Is $12.
Is it red?
Yeah,
Yeah, that must be the
Oh,
one.
this is
But
it?
it's originally priced at like 70 or something like that.
there's 16 copies left right now. If anybody's interested,
Wow.
Brides of Dracula, Curse of the Werewolf, which is
Yeah.
that's a really good one.
Mhm.
Night Creatures, Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, baby.
I'm trying to get into more of those this year, so I wanted to pick that up with that price.
He also did Frankenstein, the Monster from Hell. It's a pretty good one. I think Second Sight did that one and the Mummy. They did like Blu-rays of, and both of those are pretty good. So I would say Terrence Fisher is at least good.
Yeah.
All right. I can't even see this guy, so I don't know.
Is that Ty
Who is it?
West?
Oh yeah, it is.
Ty West. That's one of Rambo's favorites.
I like Tyler. But you don't like him? Who doesn't like him? Rambo
Getting
doesn't.
started.
I mean, I like the found footage and the cult, the Sacrament. I like the Sacrament.
Sacrament's a great one. Yeah,
You like
I like that.
Maxine, right?
Yeah, I like
I love-
Maxine.
I like Maxine.
I like Sacrament. I like Maxine.
House of the Devil. What about that one? That was
I
one of
love
his
House
early
of the
ones.
Devil.
I put it above Rob Zombie. I put it
Wow.
above the.
What has he done that's not been good though?
Nothing.
Did you not like
in my-
X?
In my
The
opinion.
Roost. The Roost.
Oh, the Roost. Well, that was I mean, that was kind of like an early.
And I
That
don't
was
care
before
for
he
X.
got known. Innkeepers. I think that's a little bit not as good as the other ones.
I didn't like
love-
X.
I love
I
it.
didn't care about some old ass 80 woman not getting laid, and I did kill everybody. 'cause
I
they
did.
kept
I
getting
did
laid.
honestly
I
think
like the
that
old
X
girl.
was not as great as the other, but like I think that he's a master. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I would already put him in there. I think he's had like 5 or 6 films that I thought were great.
And I hated Pearl.
Pearl was my least of the three.
You didn't like the
Um,
scarecrow scene?
No, I don't need to see her riding Scarecrow and having fun. Wasn't my everyday
Fever too.
occurrence. Right, she loves scarecrows. I don't.
I don't think Cabin Fever 2 was like. I think the studio fucked with that a lot.
Yeah, it
Like,
did.
he-
What was his VHS story, Carter? I don't remember which one he did.
Oh, that was one where they did gasoline and like they're on a honeymoon, and oh my god, someone took his toothbrush and got it dirty.
It's it's the one where the guy got cucked, basically.
Yeah,
I don't remember which volume was that. The first one?
The first one, yeah.
it's like a couple on the most boring vacation where it's like, look who the hell films themselves get gasoline? What kind of boring fucking trip you
don't
having? Yeah,
remember it.
look how we did gasoline on a truck. Woo, this is so exciting. They deserve to die for how fucking boring they were. If you're filming
Where we-
yourself getting gasoline, you deserve to die.
Where we putting Ty West? He's got to be up there.
I'm just waiting. What we doing?
I would say he's good.
I'd say good, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Like Maxine the Sacrament, I like those. House of the Devil, I respect. Good.
Up next is Toby Hooper.
Poor Toby.
Shits.
Master.
You think?
The shit.
Yeah, he did the Mangler. That's master for me.
Dude, if you look over his whole like career,
Yeah, I did it. Yeah.
it's really hard for me to be like he should be up there
Yeah, I
with
did
Carpenter and Craven and fucking like
Let's.
I don't know.
I'm trying to see if there's any. I mean, that I missed.
Well,
that-
what else is in the
I
master?
mean, he did Poltergeist. Though.
Funhouse.
I mean, Eaten Alive,
Poltergeist,
Funhouse. I like all that shit though.
I
Would
like
it be okay-
Funhouse okay, but it's
Salem's
just like
Lot.
every other slasher film.
Life Force.
Salem's Lot, yeah, that would probably be.
Fuck. You're
Could
right.
you scroll up to see who's in Master?
Yeah.
Invaders from Mars, that remake's really good.
I like that too. Yeah.
I mean, I guess you would have to put him in there. I mean, he did a couple shitty ones. Like that last one, Jin, I couldn't even get through the damn thing.
So you've got
he
Romero,
actually has a movie called
Mortuary.
the damn thing.
Okay, well,
Carpenter, Craven, Cronenberg, Argento, De Palma, Hitchcock, Dante, Fulci. I mean, I if you're gonna put Coscarelli and Dante in there, then I kind of feel like you got to put Hooper in there because they had a bunch of movies that were kind of.
I agree. I mean, you got
Plus-
it. He had some shitty ones throughout his career, but some of the ones he had are really
I mean,
good.
Fulci had some pretty bad ones too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
You got
Fulci
Fulci
did.
in there.
Yeah. All right.
Chainsaw, Poltergeist,
Yeah,
and then the
Tail's hot.
Mangler's awesome.
I'll give him that. Here's another guy though that's underrated still to this day. Tom Holland.
Ah,
Tom Holland, dude. I let's look at his filmography. Tell me something bad in there. That's what I want you to do. Because I
Okay.
mean,
I don't
he,
like
he, in
Thinner.
my opinion, is underrated.
I don't like Thinner.
He's incredibly underrated. Yeah.
Never been a fan of Thinner.
Tom Holland did Fright Night. For people that don't know, he did Child's Play.
Classic.
He did.
Oh, here we go. Me and Rambo are going to talk about Scream for Help.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh, I love that movie.
I hated
Love
that
that
movie.
movie.
Here we go.
I hated it. That's like if the stepfather said that. In my opinion.
I mean, a lot of him though it's tricky because he wrote a lot and then other people did it, right? So like that's where I get confused. Like he wrote Class of '84. I don't think he directed. He didn't direct that.
No.
No, that was Mark Lester.
Yeah.
and he-
So
He also wrote Psycho
Scream for Help's
2.
the same
Psycho
way.
2,
Scream for
yeah.
Help, he wrote it. He didn't direct it.
Right.
Scream for-
And also, he admitted that he said he thinks the director ruined his stuff, and he said in
Yeah.
an interview, "After that, I want to direct my own films." And the next thing he did was Fright Night. So
Exactly.
He has directed a couple of shitty things though. As a director, he's got like Thinner, the Langoliers miniseries, The Temp. You remember that one with Laura Flynn Boyle?
Oh yeah.
Fatal Beauty with Whoopi Goldberg.
Did you do that?
What
Yeah.
the hell is that?
it's Sam Elliott. if Whoopi
Fright
Goldberg
Night.
was in Beverly Hills Cop, pretty
Not a
much.
whole lot. Yeah, I mean, other
Whoopi
than-
is the cop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sam Elliott's her kind of partner.
I mean, Psycho
Brad Dourif
2
is
is
the
so
bad
good.
he didn't direct it though. Did he? He just wrote
He
it.
did. I think he did direct. Oh
No, he didn't direct Psycho 2. It was the guy.
no,
that
he
wrote
didn't
it.
because he
Richard
wanted the guy who
Franklin?
directed Psycho 2 to do
Yeah.
Scream for Help, and he
yeah.
couldn't.
So
Okay,
really,
that-
you're just looking at like two films. You're looking
Shit,
at
that's right.
Yeah.
and Child's
Red Eye
Play.
Child's Play.
All right, writer and director is very different. So I guess you're right. I would just say good then because
I do like Fatal Beauty. I do like that. Before Whoopi was an old hag.
Bobby's in here. Hold on.
I don't know if I've ever seen Fatal Beauty.
Bobby says, "Have there been a movie where there's a team up of one character with smart and cleverness and another character with brute strength that defeats bad guys?"
That's
I'm
a lot
sure,
of buddy cop
probably.
films.
That's like, yeah, been a ton of movies like that.
It's kind of Fatal Beauty.
Bobby, go to my channel. I did a full episode on buddy cop movies. I did. I did a full episode. It's under Rad Dudes Buddy Cop movies. We talk about all of them, all the weird ones.
But yeah, Brad
All right.
Dourif is the villain in Fatal Beauty. That's how he got the part in Child's Play.
So we're putting him in good, right? Just based
At
on
least.
direct.
I think that's a good
I
spot.
love
Yeah.
Tom Holland, but I mean,
do too.
I get it.
He just doesn't have that many movies.
This looks
Yeah.
like William Castle. Is that William,
William
Castle? Nick?
Castle, the king of
Okay.
gimmicks.
The king of the gimmick match. Yeah.
Yeah, so what? House on Haunted Hill, The Tingler, 13 Ghosts, the comedy Old Dark House from '63.
If you take the gimmicks out, are those good movies?
Not really. There's
like
one or
them, but
two
I
of those.
House
that are
on
good.
Haunted Hill's considered a classic for sure.
Yeah, I really like that one a lot. I mean, and it doesn't have a ton of gimmick in it, so I would say I'd put him in meh.
Oh, let's see.
I don't know, like the Tingler and so it's there.
I mean, it's hard to gauge a guy like this because it's
Do you
like,
think like he was innovative though in like the comedy
Yes.
horror thing?
I mean,
Like, I
yeah,
don't think
like-
anybody was really doing that before.
No, he's.
Mhm.
I do like the Tingler a lot. I think that's very, very good.
I mean, he's kind of like he's like the P.T. Barnum of horror films, you know? Like,
Yeah.
He's What was the guy's name in the wrestling guy? The Carney guy. What was his name? Kazarni.
Oh, Kazarni, yeah.
He's like Kazarni, yeah.
Wasn't he like? Did he do like one promo and then they?
I think he had one match. Him and who's the other guy that had one match? The mime guy.
Oh God, yeah.
Phantasmo or something.
I remember seeing Phantasmo that match on Saturday morning when I was a kid, and I was like, "This is like my new favorite guy."
That was his one match.
He immediately left.
I never saw him again.
His fucking tricks didn't work either, right? Like, one of his tricks.
He pulled the ref's underwear out or something like that.
Yeah.
What the hell wrestling match was this?
It was like a character they brought in the early '90s called Phantasmo, and he was like a mime, and he would do tricks against WWF, yeah. And he had one match basically, and then that was it. They never used him again.
What year was this?
It had to have been like 92, maybe.
Yeah, probably like the early 90s.
I mean, I remember Berserker when he tried to stab Undertaker.
It was probably right around that time.
Right.
I always remember too when they brought the Berserker in. He was originally called the Viking.
Yeah, I remember that too. then 2 weeks later, he was like Berserker, and you're like, what the heck? And the same thing with Max Moon. Didn't he had a name?
Comet Kid.
Yeah, and then he came out 2 weeks later as Max Moon. I'm like, I thought his name was Comet Kid.
Yeah. And what was the thing with Bastion Booger's gimmick was Friar Ferguson.
Oh yeah,
pissed off a bunch of monks or something like that, and they had to change his gimmick.
Is that why they changed it?
Yes, it was.
Why
the
Around that
church
same
or whatever it is, yeah.
I used to watch WCW, and they did the same thing where they brought out a guy that was like a yellow Spider-Man, and he had literally one match.
Arachnid or something. What was his name?
Arachnaman.
Arachnaman.
Yeah, and I remember being so souped. I was like, "Oh my god, it's like a Spider-Man guy," and then he was gone like after a week.
So you mean to tell me that a bunch of monks were watching wrestling?
They were not
An awesome thought to have, isn't it?
It was their favorite show up until they saw Friar Ferguson. That was so weird. That was such a fucking odd. Jeez.
You remember his entrance and everything? That was the most bizarre part about it.
He had a thermos or something and he sucked on and he squirted water at people or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's right.
When I was a kid, I was like, what the fuck?
Too funny.
Anyway, we're gonna lose everybody in here talking about wrestling.
Right. People don't like wrestling.
So where are we at?
Connor, I do remember that though.
William Castle. Where's he going?
We're in the meat and potatoes of the let's see.
Let's put him in good, I think.
Yeah, I think it's fair.
Yeah.
This looks like, is this William Malone?
Bill Malone.
Yeah. All right. So he did Creature. He did the House on the Haunted Hill remake. What else did he do?
Not much. He did Scared to Death.
What was that one you bought? It was the Steven Dorff one.
Fear.com.
Yeah.
He did do that. I forgot. That's a bad movie, by the way. Like I thought, I'll go back and watch it. It's probably like it's probably got some nostalgia or something.
Just as bad as you remember.
No, it doesn't. I would put him in Mare the Shits. Like it'd be one of those two.
One of the best things that he ever did was that Masters of Horror episode, though. The fair-haired child or whatever. I think that was like maybe the best thing that he ever did. He's the shits for sure, though.
All right, I'll just put him in there because fuck it. All right, and I don't know who this guy is, so you'll have to tell me.
That's the king of the bees, man, Fred Olin Ray.
Oh God, he would be the drizzling the
What
drizzle of the drizzling shits.
Hold
I
on,
hate
wait,
that guy
what's
shit.
his name?
Like,
What's
Fred
Fred
Olin
Olin-
Ray.
Yeah, Fred Olin Ray.
He's like a low rent version of fucking Charles Band.
He did Hollywood
pretty much,
Chainsaw
yeah.
Hookers
Oh,
is
yeah.
probably like the big movie that people would know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
No, he's going to shits, dude.
And-
Like that guy's awful.
he's all over the that
Scalps.
new Leatherface documentary, by the way.
Ugh.
Yeah, they
Ugh.
got,
They talk
free.
about all of that with Hooper
Fucking-
getting into that. Yeah,
Yeah, he did like the Alien Dead and all
Who
that.
the hell is that? Is that Dominic Braja? Who the fuck is that?
Look, buddy, that's Bob Clark when he was younger.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay. To me, automatically goes into Masters of Horror. Like but here's the problem though. Like I guess like he did. How many horror films did he do? Two.
Like 3.
Yeah, 3 sounds right.
Okay.
Death
So he,
Dream,
yeah. Children
Black
should play with Dead
Christmas.
Thing.
Oh, Dead Things. That's right.
4 were Rhinestones.
Death Dream was. I think Death Dream is a fucking like
Death Dream's a
unheralded
classic.
classic. Yeah,
I
nobody talks
agree.
about it.
That's a very underrated movie for sure.
Black Christmas is probably one of my favorite horror films, and then you've got Deathstream, and then you've also got he did Porky's and The Christmas Story. Like, if you get away from the horror stuff, like it's even better, really. So,
Especially Rhinestone.
especially Rhinestone, yeah.
Yeah.
Drinking Stein.
Man, I don't know though. He did the Karate Dog.
He did a lot of bad stuff towards the end of his
He
career.
did
Yeah,
Boss Baby or something like that.
Baby Geniuses.
Baby
Baby
Genius.
Geniuses. Yeah.
two, I think. Yeah, he didn't do the original Baby Jesus, did he? Like a sequel.
I don't know. I mean, what he did, the ones he did do are.
He's a great filmmaker, but is he a master of horror? Like he did a little bit of everything.
Yes, if you put Toby Hooper in there for like 2 films, and I think he should be in there for 2 films.
I'm not going to argue.
Yeah, I wouldn't have an
Oh,
issue
I-
with him going.
I wouldn't have an issue either.
Yeah.
All right.
Poor Tom Holland.
Yeah, he did loose cannons.
Tom Holland's styling and profiling that picture, though. Look at him.
Yeah, he's a pimp. That's why.
Who the hell is this guy next?
That's Fred Vogel.
Fred,
Oh my
that's
God.
I
Fred
thought it
Vogel.
was.
Oh my god. I want to just get myself out of this because like I like Fred Vogel a lot.
Where's Salva? Is he not on this list?
Nah.
I don't think we put him on there for obvious. Yeah.
Well, he's your boy, you know.
How many films did Fred Vogel do?
He did a lot, actually. How many August Underground movies? There are 3 August Underground movies. Right?
Oh, drizzling shits for that. Fuck
Yeah.
Yeah, Drizzly.
Red
shit.
Sin Tower.
The Red Sin Tower.
Didn't he do
did,
Cella Turcica? Wasn't that him?
Right.
Audit-
Maskhead, I think, was one that he did.
Oh, Maskhead was so fucking bad.
August Underground is one of the worst films I've ever seen in my life. Drizzling shits for the shits. I don't care. He might be a nice guy. I would say, oh, thank you for being a nice guy. I'm sorry you made such a shitty fucking film that I call one of the worst films I've ever seen in my life. You want to talk about sniff his ass, dialogue. That movie could kiss my ass. I don't care. I mean,
I would put him in Drizzling Shits myself.
Yeah, I'm
personally.
not a big fan of
Oh,
his
sorry.
movies, I gotta say, but I don't want to shit on him either.
His
So,
last movie
that's
was
fine.
totally different. It's called The Interview, and it's totally different than anything that he ever did, and it's probably the most well-made movie that he ever did. But I don't think it ever got picked up or anything. So,
So he's going to the Drizzling Shits.
yeah.
Yep. I'll go for it.
Sad day. J.R. Bookwalter, who, as far as I know, only did 1 film that ever was really worth.
He did a lot more than 1 movie, but none of them.
But yeah, I mean, 1 film that anybody would know. The
What
Dead
did he
Next
do?
Door.
The Dead Next Door. He did Ozone. He did a lot of these micro budget films.
Oh, he can go in the shits. then.
He's
Drizzling
kind of
Shits.
in the Drizzling Shits. Yeah.
Yeah, I get
It's
it.
a drizzling shit.
And it, like that kid, like how you said, Vogel, he seems like a nice guy. I actually
Yeah.
liked his commentaries because they talked a lot about making movies. He did this pack what he calls his 6-pack. As he puts it, you need a 6-pack to get through them. And
Yep.
it was like 6 movies, but they are awful films. So, yeah.
Good old J.R. Brookwalter.
That is Kevin Tenney.
Kevin Tenney.
Hmm.
Tenney
Okay.
Brothers Productions, boys. Night of the Demons movies.
Witchboard.
Yep.
Yeah. Witchboard, Witch Trap, which is a lot of fun as well.
I like that too. Yeah,
Great
I like
guy.
Kevin Tenney.
Yeah.
I would put him in good.
I'd put him in good, at
Yeah,
least.
I think he's totally good. Also did Pinocchio's Revenge, which we need a 4K of that. Vinegar Syndrome.
I just got that right over here for a list video. I'm
Do
doing.
we? Do we?
Yeah, sure.
Let me ask you a question about Tenney real quick. Is there a better Halloween movie other than Halloween than Night of the Demons?
Okay, Halloween is the movie, like the atmospheric, spooky movie that people watch. If you're having a Halloween party, you got to watch fucking Night of the Demons. That's the movie.
Carter says that his internet services should be in the drizzling shit.
Remember that? At least good.
Kevin Tenney, I would say he's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd
Kevin
put
Tenney,
him
good for sure.
All right. Sean Cunningham is next.
Ooh.
I would say good for Cunningham.
Drizzling shits.
God damn, Rambo.
He is not a good director.
I agree with that.
13th
Actually.
The first Friday the 13th is a mediocre movie saved by good effects and good score. But it's not because of him. And then what else did he do? Like
New Kids.
Part 6.
I love New Kids though.
New
That's the
Kids.
thing. But that's not
Strangers
horror.
watching.
It's there.
He didn't do much, I don't think, right?
For good reason.
I mean,
I honestly agree with Rambo in and of the fact I don't think he's a good director, but
It's a
like
soccer movie.
I think that he's made enough decent films. He shouldn't be in the drizzling shits. Like,
Well, honestly though, the whole formula of the Friday the 13th movie was created by him, though.
I thought it was created by Halloween.
With I'm talking about the actual like Friday the 13th movie, though. It all started with, the music and everything, and the way that they, used the woods and the atmosphere there.
Well, the Woods, I would give that to Black Christmas, and Herman Ferdini's good, but I don't think his directing, like he just directed a typical ripoff of Black Christmas and Halloween. I like the movie. I just don't think he's a good director. I think he was just a guy that directed Traffic. He's a shitty director, and he shows in his films afterward. I think he ain't worth a fuck. A pot to piss.
I would say he's good. I'd put him in good.
I'd probably put him in good just for Friday the 13th, just based on that alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Tom Holland needs someone to look at anyways over there.
Yeah, Tom Holland is grinning and
he's trying to. He's looking.
Okay, that's the thing. You don't put Sean Cunningham with Tom Holland and some of these other guys.
He's looking at him and he's smiling.
I'm like Darren with Lucky Batini. I'm like, look at all the people on Good, and you don't put Sean Cunningham there with Tom Holland and some of these
Look
guys.
at what I'm doing, Rambo. I'm gonna put it right in.
Like, look at all the people on Good. Go up, and look at all the people on Good.
Stuart Gordon.
Stuart Gordon.
Look at these fuckers, Rambo.
Yeah, look at all those people.
There is a lot of good and master in there.
Yeah.
We could have a whole show though, like on just like a Masters of Horror season 2 with all these people up here.
So he's up there with Larry Cohen and Clive Barker and Stuart Gordon and Tom Holland.
Well, he may have possibly created a movie that was more popular than any of those guys' movies.
Yeah, Victor Miller and Herman Ferdini and Tom Savini. Fuck Sean
Don't forget
Cunningham.
about Betsy Palmer.
Well, her too. Did nothing to do with Sean Cunningham. Anybody could have been put in that role, and because those other factors would have been a good movie. It wasn't because of Sean. It was all the stuff. He got lucky. He's the lucky son bitch on this fucking list.
He's like Tom Petty. Got lucky.
He got lucky. He ain't worth a fuck.
He got lucky when he found victory.
Yeah. He got the lottery ticket.
He's got a golden ticket.
A franchise known for a hockey match that he didn't create, that motherfucker.
Right.
Sean
He
Cunningham.
did create the name, though.
Eli
name
Roth's in
before
here.
the
He's not
movie.
happy right now.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's William Friedkin. I'll be curious how this conversation goes. He directed The
Master.
Exorcist. He directed Sorcerer. He directed French Connection.
To Live and Die in L.A.
Blue
Live
Chips.
and Die in L.A. Some of my favorite films of all time, basically.
He's a
Master.
master. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put him Master.
Charles Band. His name.
I mean, I won't.
Mr. Islet.
I don't think that Garrett
I
will
don't
let
know
you
if
do
I'd
it.
put him in. I don't think I'd put him in drizzling shits. No way.
All right.
I think I totally would.
Where would you put
I
him,
mean,
Garrett?
Charles Band?
Yeah.
Nah.
I'd be fine with that.
Oh, no, we can't do that.
We can't do that.
We can't. The way he's saying it.
Charles Band. No, boss, no.
So wait. So for a lot of these guys, we're naming their best stuff, right? So for Charles Band, what's his crowning achievement? What's the highlight? What did he do?
can't wait.
I'm
Evil
just
Bong.
curious.
Evil Bong.
Demonic
I like
Toys.
Trancers. Tim Thomerson. I like
I
that
like
franchise.
Transfers too.
He did some of the. I'm trying to think what he directed.
That's the thing too. That's where I gotta try to figure out is like where his directing came through and versus everything else. Hold on.
Problem with him is he probably produced like 200 films and never be able to find
That's
that
the
one
problem,
great.
right? He's got so much out there.
Yeah, I mean,
Most
I
of the
guess
stuff that he did, he produced. 434
Yeah.
credits under producer.
That's insanity, dude. That's craziness.
Jeez.
as a director, I'll agree with Wes because I like Trancers, but yeah, as a producer, I would put him higher. As a director,
He has 92 films he directed. Are you shitting me?
Most of those are made for like $1.50 though, man. Like fucking Evil Bong and shit.
yeah,
Let's-
Ginger Dead versus Evil Bong, or
Yeah.
Like-
Let's go back and see like what he actually.
Yeah, I need to find out
Zombies.
what he directed though.
Okay, you ready for this, Garrett?
Petrified.
Yeah,
You remember
um,
Petrified? Uncle
Petrified's
Bill?
awful. Yeah.
I gotta agree
So,
with Wes. on
As
this.
he started out, he directed Parasite. That was his first real
Demi
film,
Moore.
like, big film.
Yep.
He directed The Alchemist, Dungeon Master, Trancers,
Trancers, I like that.
Crash and Burn, Prehysteria. You remember that one, the dinosaur
Of course.
film?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Austin O'Brien.
Lawman versus Demonic Toys, Head of the Family, which is actually a great movie, just
Mhm.
as sad as that is. Hideous, Blood Dolls, Puppet Master, The Legacy,
Ginger
The
Dead
Ginger
Man.
Dead Man, and that's a like.
Did he do
Evil
Ooga Booga?
Hong. He probably did. Hold on.
He didn't do the subspecies movies.
I produced them.
Produced
He
them,
did.
Yeah,
he
that's
did
where
in
it gets-
fact.
That's where it
Do
gets
Ooga Booga.
tricky.
He did Corona Zombies.
After looking at this, man, I would put him in the drizzling shit. He did like 70 horrible movies. Like
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's got drizzling shits written all over his face too. Look.
I mean,
at
I
him,
like the
man.
full moon stuff to an extent in certain like 80s and 90s and stuff, but if those are the only ones he's directed, I don't know how I can.
As a director,
Justify
yeah,
all
I
that.
agree
Yeah,
with Wes.
he's got to go. And
If it was
then
like, company producer would be higher, but
Lloyd Kaufman is the
Bro, I
final
can't do Lloyd Kaufman. He's got to go down.
guy. All right.
Gotta
drizzling
go.
shits.
Drizzling
Yeah.
shits for me too.
It's just not my style.
Yeah.
I'm too fucking tired to argue, so that doesn't work.
Okay, where would you put him though? Like,
Look at his
Well,
face.
I mean, if you look at him as compared to Charles Band, he actually he did The Toxic Avenger, he did Class of Nukem High, he did Sergeant Kabuki Man. I mean, he at least did some movies that were pretty good, like in terms of like,
Poltergeist.
slot kind of movies. So I
Well,
would put him
but-
higher than Charles Band.
we'll put him in the shits.
I mean,
Be
he
higher.
he probably
You
would
can
go
put
in
him
the shits because he's
shits
kind
if
of a
you
douche.
wanted. I don't care.
Put wherever
I
you
know.
want, Uncle Bill.
I really don't care. Like it's not a big deal.
There's actually not too many people in the drizzling shits, really. I mean, the shits and the drizzling shits, the smallest two categories we got. So that's kind of surprising.
So let's take a look here overall. We got. Is there any of these that you all like look at immediately and be like, I would change this?
Yes, Sean Cunningham.
I don't see any real issue here, personally.
I mean, I'd probably move Lee Winnell to meh. Only because, like, you got Tom Holland in Good, and I love Fright Night. I love
Yeah.
Child's Play.
Yeah.
But, like, you guys put him there mostly for the writing, right? Like Psycho 2, stuff like that. Like, I mean, you got to
Well,
move Lee
I
Winnell
mean-
up because without his scripts, I mean, where would James Wan, where would his career be?
Even without
He
the
wrote
writing,
all that stuff.
even without the writing though, Mark, he directed two of like the most well-known horror films of all time. Really, like Fright Night.
That's
and Child's
true.
Play.
But you still wouldn't move Lee Winnell up for all his
I'd move
writing?
Lee Winnell's ass straight down if I could. Like,
Yeah, I'd take him down to the drizzling shits if it was me. That'd be just.
where is Uwe Boll? That's one that's completely like.
Oh,
Oh,
God
that'd be
forbid
great.
we
Well, that
missed
kind of goes without saying, though, the Uwe Boll.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you got Adam Green above him. That's just weird to me.
I don't want Adam Green in me. I don't.
That's-
That's one that I
Can
would
we at
move-
least swap that then? Swap.
I would
Lee
move
for
him to the
Adam?
drizzling shits. Like I would not have him there at all.
Well, go ahead.
Glenn
Do whatever.
Danzig.
Glenn Danzig, yeah. John Russo, where's he at, boys?
So, real quickly, are there directors that are not on this list that
Yeah.
you thought could have had a better career or should have? Because the name I always think of, I wasn't big on his potential, was like Dante Tomaselli. Like he seemed like he had something, but then he just either quit or whatever happened to him. Are there other directors that are on this list that you go, like the guy who did Ron Turn 1, Rob Schmidt?
Yeah.
He just stopped. Is
Yeah,
he like?
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, he
He
must
needs
have
more time, I
retired.
think.
But are there other directors you're like, man, where did he go? Or he was pretty good, but he disappeared. And
Yeah,
just
there's got to
popped
be
in
some
the
of
head.
those one-hit wonders out there. I'm trying to think, but there's definitely.
Jim Van Baber, yeah, that's one that we didn't put on there, but he's got some
I think
issues.
his
yeah.
life kind of derailed him more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
His lifestyle, I should say. Who else like never really got famous but should have?
Yeah.
That's a great question. Fred Decker. Why is he not on here?
Oh yeah,
Like he should have been a lot bigger than he was.
World Cup 3.
Yeah.
That's what did it. Yeah.
It was timing too. Like I think had they had a better marketing team for the Monster Squad, like that should have been a big.
oh yeah.
I mean, they should have made a ton of money with that movie,
Mm.
but they didn't know how to market it, unfortunately.
Why did you put David Gordon Green on here?
That would have been a great one. Yeah.
Where would he be?
He could have gone down to the drizzling
Because he
shit
doesn't,
the rest
he
of the
doesn't
night.
finish
He
the
would have been
stories,
the
so he
shits
had
for
to
sure.
bounce.
Yeah, the shits or the drizzling shits, one or the other. No, that's the thing. Like when you got a list with this many people, there's always going to
Ryan
be like,
Houston.
random ones where you just don't like. Oh,
All right, people are actually
Yeah,
listening-
Usna. Where's Usna?
Yeah, like people are listing some good ones on here. William Lustig, where would you put him? I would put him in good, just off the top of my head. Based on like Maniac Cop, I would probably just put him in good. And also Vigilante.
Yeah.
Brian
Grasso
Usna.
and Matei are both the drizzling shits, but they choose to be that.
That's right. There's that
Yeah.
that needs its whole other like category.
Henenlotter.
Yeah. I
Oh
would,
baby,
God, man.
What would he be?
Headliner. I mean, I would put him at least at good personally. I mean, I
Good,
think
yeah, I think
it's
he'd be
his own
good.
style, but I mean, I think I'm a fan of all of his stuff.
I mean, if he hadn't, I like every one of his movies except the last one, like
Mm.
Babology. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think they're all classics before that. Even the fucking basket case sequel.
I actually don't even
yeah.
mind Bad Biology. I mean, it's a Henenlotter movie still.
Mhm.
I think he's very underrated.
Danny Steinman. I mean, he didn't really do that many horror films, though, did he? Like,
No, Friday
No.
the 13th and The
he
Unseen.
did the
I think,
Unseen,
was-
yeah. D. Snyder, he would have been in the Drizzling Shits if I could have had anything to say about it.
Wow,
Well, that movie, Strangeland, I actually don't mind, but
yeah, that's
it's
a good one.
got some
Is that his
sorta-
only movie?
it's
Yeah.
got some sort of legal issue with it or something. I think it's the Captain Howdy thing.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't mind that one.
Yeah, it was cool.
Scott Derrickson.
Ken Widerhorn, that's the guy that did Return of the Living Dead 2. What else did he do? Like,
King Frat.
Where's Scott Derrickson? He's not on here. Black Phone, Sinister. Those are all solid.
Oh, yeah.
How about Kevin Smith?
Yeah, Walrus movie. Tusk. Yeah.
He'd be hanging out down at the bottom with friggin' what's his name?
Charles B. Pierce, he's not on here either. Sorry,
A couple of people have mentioned Michele Soavi.
dude. Like with the Italian people though, like you get started on. You could almost do like a whole other one just for Italian filmmakers,
Right.
Yeah.
and that'd probably be one that we could do at some point. But you can't like you'd be here all fucking. Well, we've been here all night anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You don't want to go down that road.
no. Denise Crawford.
Yeah, that's the toughest thing. I mean, look at how many people we have, and we've already been. It's been 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
We got like over 60, I think, is the total on it. So
Oh, yes, Edward. Yeah, Anthony Hickox, I will put for me on good. That
Yeah,
was
I
an
would too.
underrated guy. I like
He was. I don't know what happened with him, but he never really panned out either.
is David Lynch a horror filmmaker though? Really?
No.
No.
Yeah.
John Carl Beekler. Like,
Where would you put Brian Yuzna? Because he did Society, Return of the Three, The
definitely in
Dentist,
good. If
Yeah,
not,
he
like,
did Reanimator,
the
Bride,
second
right?
one. Yeah.
Yeah. I would too.
Yeah.
What about Jeff Burr? Any of you guys like Jeff Burr?
I
Yeah,
mean, he
he
was
did a
kind
lot
of
of
like Nick
sequels and
Garris
stuff.
to me.
Stepfather
Like-
2.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph Zeta is
Yeah.
another one. Yeah. Fred
Oh, yeah.
Durst.
Fred Durst. All right. Well, I guess that's pretty solid.
As
It's-
good as
it's-
can be. I mean, it's a
Yeah, as
lot.
good as we can do. There's a lot of people in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
been like over 200 people pretty much the entire show so
next
Yeah.
week we're gonna rank every horror actor and actress ever. It's gonna be the
next
show.
week is Valentine's Day, Uncle Bill. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you going to be doing a show?
Yeah, I'm
next
gonna go ahead and
Friday?
tell you I'm not gonna be doing a fucking show next Friday. So
That would not be good for business.
no, that
Probably
would not be
not.
good for business.
You going to do a
Definitely.
Valentine fan commentary?
No.
Gonna go Hard Eyes.
Actually, we're going to see that tomorrow.
Sharp
Oh, yeah.
eyes.
I don't think you're gonna like it. I'm just gonna say it now.
Well, it's like I was like thinking, like, what can we do? Go watch a movie, and I looked, and like that's the only movie that's like even remotely interesting of anything.
Really? I've heard good things about it, Mark.
I saw it
Bobby?
last night, and I just know you be like you don't like rom coms, and it's a
Oh.
full on rom com.
That's what I heard, and I was kind of
No, I'm not a-
nervous about that when I heard that. But
It's a movie that takes literally like if you write down like a list of the top 10 most common cliches of a rom com, and you put it in like the first 45 to 50 minutes of the movie. That's the first half of the movie, and then you do the same thing for the top 10 cliches of slasher movies and put it in the second half. That's Hard Eyes, basically. That's the movie.
it's interesting because I feel like the trailer didn't tell you that at all.
The trailer was so it lies to you. I mean, but
It
what
was pretty
trailer
brutal
doesn't-
of a trailer. I was like, this is going to be really cool. Like,
I mean, it's gory. It's got some okay kills. I mean, it's nothing you haven't seen before if you're a horror fan. So, I mean, the whole like glowing eyes thing, that's one sequence of the movie, and that's like 10 minutes. The entire movie, the eyes do not glow at all. I think somebody in the marketing department took that and they were like, oh, we got to run with this. This is gonna draw people in. We got to put this on the poster. It's got to be the main thing in the trailer. But his eyes are never glowing in the movie. It's one scene, and they're night vision. That's what the eyes are for. That's why they glow.
So it's
It's-
a lying. The poster lied.
Yeah,
You
pretty
mean the
much.
poster lied?
I love it. Wow, interesting.
It's just way too Scream inspired. They could have done something really fun and original with it, but when you have the killer call somebody on the phone and they use a voice changer, what are you going to think of?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, as soon as
Scary
that
movie.
happened, I was like, what the hell? Like, just no. And then, the whole,
Like, part of me felt like it was going to be original enough, but it doesn't seem like it really is.
it's really not. I mean, the whole like killer doing the reveal at the end, there's no reason for the killer to reveal anything.
Mm-hmm.
And they do. It's the Scooby Doo.
So basically, which means there's no sequel unless they just go Scream route, and it's like every sequel there's like a new killer. Like,
It depends
the
on
reveal.
depends on how much money it makes. If it makes a lot of money, it's definitely going to be a fucking sequel.
Oh yeah,
They'll
I
figure
think
it
it.
out.
Yeah, I mean the way it ends, like it's the type of ending where it kind of wraps everything up in a way, but like they leave it so that like there's this one little thing where it's like, okay, it could be a sequel, but if there wasn't, it still could stand alone on its own.
Well, the monkey is next weekend, though, right? Is that the?
Funky like
Yeah.
a monkey with
have,
Oz, good pucking. Yeah.
I'm gonna see it. I have an early screening to see it on Wednesday.
Oh
I'm
shit,
actually-
me too.
I'm actually excited. Do you? I'm actually
Yeah.
excited to check it out. So that one
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
I think officially it comes out on the 21st.
21st, yeah. So it's like we're seeing it like a week and a half early or something.
You know who else is excited to see that movie? Rambo.
You.
'Cause
Oh.
he loved the last one.
He wants
Yeah.
to shock the monkey.
Rambo, you like
Hold on.
long legs.
Hold on, we got 2 super chats from Bobby. Hold on.
Bobby.
Man is
Bobby,
walking away
Bobby.
from the farm carrying a big, I think it's a big stick, maybe, or a bag stick. You
I'm
can have a
carrying
bag
a big
I'm
stick.
not. CK said you'll be back. You can help change movie tubers. You're just a movie guy.
I
UB
can't
said,
change shit.
No, he is just a dreamer. Just
I
like
want
Theo.
Uncle Bill to tell me that. You're just a dreamer.
He's just a
Dreamer.
dreamer.
Years later, I think I hear you, me, Becky, one more time, Mr. Six Pack. I'm going to pop your tops, all 6 of them. That's
Wow.
Peter Weller, I think. CK
Yeah.
said, "All that guy really
I
did
like
it."
that guy, I guess. I don't know. Thank you,
Oh, that
Bobby.
guy really did it, boss. He did.
It's like the beginning of that Nelson video where the dad's like, "You're always gonna be a dreamer." That's Matt.
Oh.
I'm the wrong guy to put that. I'll be here sleeping. Which I don't sleep about 10 minutes.
Man.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you, Bobby. We appreciate
but
you as
yeah.
always.
Yeah, thank everybody for coming out. It's been a packed audience tonight. These tier shows are always fun to do. This was probably the hardest one to do, though. Really, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, not an easy one to go through, especially quickly. There's
Yeah.
lots of thinking going on.
Let's see the drizzling shits again.
There's the worst of the worst. Boy.
M. Night Shyamalan being in there is just killer for some reason with all them guys.
And he's kind of smirking about it too.
Yeah,
you
he's
know?
like,
So all those in the drizzling that's in there, who do you think is the worst? That's in the drizzling right now.
August
Who's the
Underground
worst?
guy.
I think the I'm sorry to say that, but like,
Yeah, the Soskas are pretty bad. Fede Alvarez is pretty damn bad.
Everybody just says him.
Yeah,
I can't do nothing right. Oh my god.
I mean, I'm sure he's a nice guy, but
But
he's
poor Fede.
It's the drizzling shit.
You guys are wild.
so all right. I guess what the fuck do we have coming up next? I have no idea.
Well, we're going to be doing another Dead Pit is Watching episode soon. And I don't know. I mean, we've always got stuff planned. I think that we'll probably do a roundtable discussion again at some point in the near future. And I know we're going to be doing another show with Miko Macabre pretty soon, too. We got to figure that exactly what that is out. So
I think I know what it should be. We'll talk about that though.
Yeah.
So what do you got going on, Garrett? What's going on the Born to Be Rad channel?
I'm Garrett from Born to Be Rad. You can, if you want to hear me and the boys from Dead Pit, we give our thoughts on the new Scream movie. We did that. When was that? Last night? Was that last night? We
Yep.
did that show? We just did that last night. You guys can hear our thoughts all about the Scream franchise, where it's currently at, what we think about it. I also just did a video talking about 5 disturbing movies in my collection that I probably will never watch again. I did another video on 10 underrated animal attacks movies that you guys should check out. So those are the 3 newer ones that's on my channel now if you guys want to check it out.
Sweet.
Mark, what you got going on?
I am currently editing an unboxing video, which should be up this weekend on the Terrifier 3 thing.
From Germany.
Oh yeah.
This big thing right here. So
Wow.
yeah, so
Shoebox.
it's like it really is about the size of a shoebox. It's no reason for it to be this damn big. But yeah, I'll be putting that up this weekend.
Nice. Rambo. What are the 10 videos that you're coming out with?
More than that. Just thanks to people out there. Been doing more of the requests. Have uploaded quite a few of them. Oppenheimer, did watch that. Nightcrawler, Uncle Bill's favorite actors in that. Jay Gyllenhaal.
Love him.
And much more to come. Reviews for some documentaries, Stream Queen, the Mark Patton Crybaby Fest. That's what it is. Vampires Los Muertos, because for some reason John Bon Jovi had a star in the movie.
Oh, baby. Boy.
That's one I haven't heard about in years.
That's killer.
Yeah.
Stream the Triple porn parodies, weirdly enough.
Oh no.
So
Yeah.
that was probably the better movie than Vampire Los Muertos.
Vampires
And much
Los
more to
Muertos.
come.
There
And
was somebody out there. Bobby, you can request it, man. Bats Human Harvest for Rambo.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh god.
That's
Thanks
one
to
of
you,
these.
someone did request. Thanks to you, I did get a request for the Poonies, so that'll be
Oh shit. Hell yeah.
that'll be sometime this month when I get to it. But also Scooby Doo the Triple X parody.
Oh my god.
What?
Some
He's just having fun
bestiality
watching
in
like
there.
porn all day.
You know what? They're actually
we-
some of the better movies I've watched.
Yeah. There's worse things, I guess.
But a lot more of that to come, thanks to people out there. So thank
The
you.
Poonies needs like a 4K remaster. Like that's a Vinegar Syndrome release if I've ever never seen
I
one.
can't.
That's that Melisween or whatever the hell you call it
Yeah.
label that they got should be on that.
Also, though, we did do the interview with David Gregory from Severn Films that was last Sunday, and people have really been putting that one over. So if you guys haven't checked that interview out, it is available now on the Dead Pit YouTube page. So a lot of people are really enjoying that one, and it was fun. It was a fun conversation. We all got along, believe it or not.
Yeah, it worked out. So I guess there's only one thing left to say, and that is everybody dies, but Friday night lives. See y'all.
Peace.
I want all these people to click everything they're supposed to click.
You haven't been liking them, you haven't been subscribing to them, you haven't clicked the bell or a notification or anything like that.
Folks, why don't you click the like button?
Do you hate us? Do you not want to see us succeed?
Why don't you click the heart button?
Is this something that you have against our particular show?
Why don't you subscribe?
You should click on one of them buttons right now if you want us to continue to bring greatness into your life.
There's all kinds of wonderful shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. You can get some Dead Pit radio shirts. You can get Last South on the left. The Hills Have Eyes. Texas Chainsaw. Oh, wait, you can't say Texas Chainsaw. All kinds of shirts, folks. You're gonna love them. Shop.deadpit.com.
Special thanks goes out to our supporters on Patreon. Do you know what kind of stuff you can get on Patreon, Uncle Bill, starting at only $1 a month?
What's that?
Access to every Dead Pit show since 2005. We got almost 200 fan commentaries that we've done over the decades.
Here's what other fucking Patreons do. They're like, hey, give us money and then we'll let you see a video early that we're going to release like a fucking week from now. And then that's all we're going to give you. Meanwhile, we have a literal jukebox full of songs, thousands of reviews. I don't even know how many shows are up on there now that we've done over the years.
Hundreds of thousands.
You need to figure this out now and subscribe to us on Patreon and YouTube and Instagram and help us to 1 million. The road to 1 million subscribers starts today.
So deadpitonpatreon.com. Join today. Tiers start at only $1, but I'd recommend at least the $10 tier.
You can do 50. The stock market's crashing around us, folks, but send us money.